Persia,
I mean, as much as I liked the original
Far
Rainbow Six, and I
Cry.
mean the original,
Oh, wow.
it's sadly not on
I
my.
love
Oh,
these guys'
shit.
conversations.
Gosh dang it! I should have
Yeah,
paid attention to the damn chat.
got you,
You
boys.
should-
Oh wait, no, you didn't. You didn't even say that you were gonna honor a song, so it wouldn't have mattered.
I gave him a time.
Tim,
I
Tim
told
coming
him.
in with a surprise.
Yeah,
That's true. He
fuck
did
it.
tell us a lot in the intro.
Surprise, bitch.
Oh, wow. Fuck you, man.
What? What? No,
All
that's
right.
what you would have said.
Probably.
You would have said, "Surprise, bitch."
Surprise, motherfucker. All right,
Yeah,
all right,
surprise, motherfucker.
Or I should have came
Yeah.
and been like, "Oh, big boy." That would have totally been better, right?
Do we have to play
Silver
the sound
Silver
clip
would
now?
have shut up immediately.
Yeah, he would. Welcome everybody to the Revolution Gaming Podcast for February. We're very serious
Welcome,
this week.
welcome.
We're very serious.
Yes,
this
very
month.
serious, very.
Yeah,
Always
very.
serious.
Silver has 7
Always
minutes.
serious.
7 minutes to do whatever
7
the fuck he
minutes.
needs to do. All right, so let's talk about our joke games for the month because I think the whole
Great reference.
this whole intro has been a fucking joke so far.
Yes.
So, what's everybody have for their joke game this month?
Do you want me to just post a link to mine since it's got Moon Ruins in the title?
Yeah.
And I was going to say, unfortunately, I didn't find one.
We'll start with me then.
Okay.
I checked twice, but I didn't really find anything that appealed to me, unfortunately.
Oh. Next time it'll be Banana Simulator. He'll be more appealing.
But
ha, ha, ha. I'll give you a golf clap.
Thought you'd slip that one by us, huh, Tim?
Yeah. I tried.
Well, I hope no one fell over. Oh, goodness gracious me.
I'm hoping if I just type in the English part, I can find it. There you go. We got it. We got it.
Sakado. The reversal arts.
Okay.
I did notice that one, indeed.
The long-awaited new
But I forget
blockbuster.
something.
Oh my god.
Wait. Hang on.
Listen to this.
Take a minute. What the fuck? This is a joke game?
It's serious, but it's so funny I could not put it in the joke game section.
Oh. Okay. Let's see as to why. Okay, yes, exactly.
Sakado.
What the fuck? The reversal arts?
Yeah, you're upside down.
Oh. I was wondering.
It's
what
like a fighting game, but upside down, hanging from a helicopter.
That's amusing, to say the least.
The new blockbuster.
Oh my god.
Like, you better be careful and no one, aims directly for that rope you're hanging from.
That's why.
Because if they do,
That's why you only take fists to a knife fight.
Yeah, reversal arts, you're right. Yeah.
There's a balloon.
So you do the complete
Oh my
opposite of what you
god.
should do.
They have shit. That dude has shit in his hand. He did. He had a pile of poo in his hand.
Okay, that's fucking funny.
And it disintegrated,
The fuck?
oddly enough. All
I
right.
think the bird pooped on him.
Please eat some shit. Please eat what?
That's hot. That game, top of the charts.
Is that trailer not great?
That's
Suck it all!
Yes.
Suck it all. All right.
Sakado!
How about you, Dick Bitch? I mean, Mermitch. Welcome to the show. What do you got, man?
Really?
Really?
You call me dick bitch while I'm sick?
Oh, now he sounds like an angry Dick Bitch. He's like, I know Dick Bitch.
Well, my joke game is horse steal.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Horsteal.
We know how to spell horse.
Oh, no, it's a horse steal. There you go. What the
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
spelled horse
Oh,
steal.
horse steal. Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Got you. Yeah, this one I didn't see. What? Oh my god, no. Don't fucking tell me. Don't fucking tell me that this is made from the developers of fucking Deer Simulator, right?
Probably.
I have
It
no
can't be.
idea. All I know is
No.
it looks like deer.
Oh my lord.
That's going to
How's
get
it going,
extremely
Torpor?
hard. Awkward. Very awkward. What the fuck?
I look very much like the Mona Lisa. Nobody will be able to tell.
Oh, I see why
Definitely
it's
not.
called horse steel. I see why it's called horse steel now.
So, Mermich, when's the
Fucking Georgie.
review gonna be ready? Can we count on
Who
the review for
knows?
this one? I think okay, I think one of these months we should all try and play our joke game.
Honestly,
Yeah,
if
would
it was
be
this
we
month,
interesting.
should.
I would play it.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
should.
yeah, we should. We just should take like, okay, we'll do it for March because I'll have more Patreon money to work
Right,
with.
now you're telling me I have to find an actually decent joke game for
No,
March.
I know that's the whole point. Find a terrible one, and then I'll just buy it anyway, and you can play it. Preferably, you can do free to play, but I mean, you don't have to. I don't care. All right, since
we'll,
Silver didn't
we'll
find,
see if
We'll
we can
see.
find something decent.
yeah, there you go. So we have the real showstopper of the month. I should probably have this on my regular list, which is buy the game I Have a Gun. Sheesh.
Oh yeah, I did see this.
What the fuck?
I ended up going all the way to the bottom of the list and did eventually see that.
So, you remember the game
For the
last
game, I
month
have a
was
gun. Sheesh,
I'm in
man.
love with your dead grandma.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is the
Yeah.
same guy.
Oh my god, is it?
Yeah, it's the same
Yep.
dude.
I noticed the beard. I recognized the beard for some reason.
And it even comes with a song.
Too bad I can't hear it.
You're not missing a lot. You're not missing a lot.
What? What the? What the? Okay, someone really like.
His shirt says sheesh.
Oh, so he's the sheesh man.
Yes, the Sheesh Man.
That's awful.
What the fuck?
Normal version.
It's capitalism. Capitalism the game.
Clearly.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you get the point. He's made himself a very nice eclectic catalog of games that are all choose your own adventure games, where him and his girlfriend, I'm assuming, play all the characters and just ball the fuck out. I don't know, like
Well, they look like they're having fun, I guess.
yeah,
I mean,
good for
the
them.
things you could do with family are always good, right?
exactly.
nice to share
Yeah.
hobbies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah, of course.
let's put the jokes aside for a moment.
Oh, boy.
I
Just
hope.
for a moment.
And
a moment.
let's talk about the games that we've been playing over this last month. We'll start with Mermich, just because I like to pick on him.
Well, I played a game that wasn't on Steam.
Okay, what is it?
Hightail.
Hightail.
Oh, okay. Please just talk
Hightail,
about it.
yes.
I'd like to hear about it. People know what
Well-
Hightail is. I want to hear your experience with it.
As most people would know, Hightail is the game that's been absolutely exploding the Minecraft community this month because it was, to sum it up, Hightail is a game that was in development, bought up by, I forget which specific game
Riot Games.
studio.
Riot Games. Riot
Yeah,
Games.
bought up by Riot Games, then canceled. Then the original the original owner of the game rebought the rights to it, worked on it a little bit more, and then sent it out in alpha state. And here we are. So the game has a lot of stuff that says work in progress in it still. But let's put that out there. There's still a lot of stuff that the developers are working on. That being said, they did sell how many copies within I think it was 2 million copies within the first 24 hours or something like that. Just
None.
absolutely ridiculous.
Well, that's great to know because people have been waiting on that as like the Minecraft competitor forever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is
remember that
the
years ago.
Minecraft competitor now. This is a game that was made by a person who was playing Minecraft from the start who has then added basically all the features that I'm assuming he wished he had in Minecraft, because we have vertical slabs.
There you
Oh,
go.
fucking thank God for that.
Oh,
Jesus
stop
I
Christ.
know.
complaining, you silly Minecrafters. You got books, you got shelves. Be happy. I'm kidding.
I know.
Those
But-
vertical slabs already. Took how many
No,
years?
in all seriousness, I was honestly having a lot of fun in the game. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it is very different to Minecraft. Though, of course, most people who have played Minecraft will have a hard time because they're stuck in the Minecraft mentality and not the Hytale mentality of movement and combat, because the game's combat and even movement are very much different. Such as, you can climb chains. I did not know that until I attempted to. And then I was like, well, why was I an idiot for trying to build a ladder going all the way down this pit when I could have just climbed the chain down?
Well, I mean,
But
That's neat.
Yeah, new
there's
games, new assumptions, right?
Indeed.
it has like all the workstations are upgradable per se, like, and when you upgrade them you gain access to the next higher tier of stuff. There's currently 3 tiers that you can upgrade it by. um I did not get past iron level, which is roughly about where most people ended up on their first like day or two of playing. But I was still having a fun time with all the combat. All of the weapons have different like power attacks, and you can block with all of the weapons, which is really nice.
Okay.
Um, each of the weapons have a unique. They have a unique like ultimate essentially that you can use on enemies and will usually kill them. Um, the AI of the enemies is still pretty good, decent pathfinding and trying to shoot you and everything. Um, I have heard tales of a lava frog. It's not on Steam.
I know it's not.
I've heard tale of lava frogs down in the bowels of the game, in super deep down in the caves, that are a nightmare to fight, because I've seen gameplay of it where they will literally stick their tongue out at you, grab you, and then yeet you across the cave system,
Oh, fun.
While doing
completely
like half
disorienting
your
you.
health of damage.
How
Yeah.
big are they that they can do that?
Big as you
Think
are.
medium slime size from Minecraft.
Oh, bloody wonderful.
Not the little one,
I
but like
wonder.
the medium one, the one in between.
That's
So
that's a good
they're
comparison.
they're an okay size. They're about like a block in size, but if there's multiple of them, good luck. You're just dead. So
Shit.
obviously they have a lot to work on. They do have a hub system that I assume people are going to be able to teleport to and from each other's worlds at some point. Um, to those who's been in the know of the development part of Hytale, the game is going to have a crazy amount of multiplayer capacity. People already have servers up and running for Hytale. Hytale actually has open source code, so modders have been going absolutely insane for the game as well. Um,
Smart.
you can actually go in and, like, even without opening any other external software, you can actually go in and adjust different items and in the game without even having to open up an external software. You can actually just go in with the custom editor and edit an item.
Nice.
Like, it's pretty insane.
Well, they can tell that
The
they've been.
epitome of creativity, creative freedom.
I mean, Jesus,
Pretty much.
that game's been in development for how long?
7 years.
Yeah,
Fuck
I was gonna say. So it's not a big surprise that they have such a open, customization system, because it's probably one of the biggest priorities they had
Right.
to set
So
it apart.
the customizability of Hytale is what is going
It's
to
vast.
keep the game alive. And I have no doubt that they're going to be like updating the game like for years. So if you want to try out Hytale, I'd say go for it. It's only about $20 to get in on it right now on the cheap one. There's technically 3 options, and they're the more expensive ones just give you more cosmetics, which you may or may not end up actually using, because the character customization already has a boatload of different options to customize your characters.
So you might not need all of it.
Oh, you unless like I would purchase the base version of the game, and if you want one of the items on that are locked, then get the higher end ones. I personally bought
You do you.
the middle tier just because I was
You're
like, ooh,
you're
some
trying
of
to
these things I
support.
might like.
Well, plus you're also
Yeah,
giving extra support to developers in that case.
yeah, I want to
Yep.
support the game because I want to see it become Minecraft 2 Electric Boogaloo, but better.
Yeah, and also unlike from other publishers and stuff, it's not time gated. So hey, once you're in, just play as much as you fucking like
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
should be. Just
I'm
pay
So
once,
Listen, there's games
whatever
like that.
price
You have to
feel
you just
paying
have to
for.
pay
There's
for
no
time
incentives for it.
savers.
Yeah.
but
That
Hytale
I bet you.
Pokemon when?
Ha!
Ooh,
Ha! Ooh.
ooh, be
Wow.
careful, be
Wow,
careful.
another
It'll
lawsuit?
probably happen
No,
Wow.
soon.
we're definitely gonna get Pixelmon or Cobblemon version of Hytale. I guarantee
You're
you
asking
someone's
Easily.
for
working on that
a
right now.
lawsuit if you don't care. If you're not careful, you're asking for a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jesus
Pixelmon
Christ.
and Cobblemon are still under creative use
I don't
technically because they're not the same thing,
I don't make
So
Nintendo
long as it's different.
and they don't
I
make
don't
any
pro-
money
Yeah,
on it.
I don't
yeah.
produce Nintendo
Uh,
content, so fuck Nintendo.
yeah.
I don't care. I can be honest about Nintendo. Fuck
And
them.
I've stopped playing Nintendo games entirely, so yeah, Nintendo.
But no, keep an eye on Hytale if you're unsure about buying it now, because I guarantee you, in another couple months or in a year, the game is going to be in like already just exploded with content to play.
It's awesome.
Boom.
So I guess you don't
Creative
want.
freedom,
I would
people.
imagine you don't want to give this a grade, right? Or do you?
You can't
I'm
really
I'm
give it
gonna
a solid
since
one
it's
yet.
in an alpha state.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Um,
Yeah, you can't really give it a grade
yeah,
because that's
it's
just
it,
that's just not right.
I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 only because there is a lot more content that is going to be added later on but is not in the game now.
Well, yeah,
It it
they
is
released it early
basically
access
like
for a reason.
play the most accurate way to describe it is like just out of alpha Minecraft with a bucket load of mods installed.
See, there you go. I mean,
Sounds about
So
right, yeah.
I've seen
it's
I've seen
going to
enough
be
to.
fun for yeah, it's going to be fun for anybody who's ever played Minecraft. If you enjoy the Minecraft style of running around and not
Doing
having
your own stuff.
doing your own stuff, not having an end objective, building and decorating, you're gonna have a good time. I guarantee you.
No
But if you're
Murmish.
going in it for a lore wise or story, it's not there yet.
Yeah. All right. Uh. Okay, Ray. What have you been playing?
Well, I picked up Necess recently.
Oh yeah.
The game that I reviewed a long time ago.
Yeah.
There you go.
But it got 1.0 in October last year, so
Yep.
yeah. Yeah,
And I've put
been
about
playing it
22
again.
hours into it so far.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
confirm
maybe
he's been
catching up.
playing a lot of it.
You've been catching up with my time of about 30 critic when I get time on Steam.
There's a lot of fun stuff to do. It is like a top-down Terraria Starbound-y experience.
Yeah, I mentioned that
With
on my
some
little thing
lovely
last week.
pixel art, as Silver has probably already mentioned. Multiplayer. Haven't tried any multiplayer yet because these guys don't want to play it, I guess.
What? What? Oi! Waiting on you to ask me when. Depends on the when.
I said anytime you guys want to play multiplayer, go for it.
I need to get
you
Jen the
haven't-
game as
You
well.
have said
so-
nothing.
Oh,
Sorry.
called out, motherfucker. No. How many players in multiplayer is it? Is just 4?
8.
Was it like 8? I think.
I think it's like 8 because you can build your own settlement and stuff. It
Yeah.
requires a lot
So
of
kind of like
space.
Starbound, you can as Silver said, you set up settlements and you can recruit NPCs and they just run stuff for you. They can automatically farm and craft stuff for you,
Oh yeah.
and you got to try and keep them happy and stuff.
I'm not gonna let any of them craft because I don't trust the fuckers.
Hmm.
Like, no,
You know what?
those resources are precious for now.
I got given a key to this at random by the developer. I didn't know anything about it, so I handed it to Mermid. So
Mhm.
now I'm kind of like, maybe I should actually get it. Never mind. I mean, after Core Keeper, I don't really have a hard time with games like this anymore. So
I was gonna say, if you liked Core Keeper, you'll definitely can enjoy this. There is fishing as well, and
it
It's very
reminds me.
simple. Just
It
like
reminds
two,
me a
two
lot of
button,
like
catch fish.
it's like kind of like Core Keeper and Tinkerlands.
On the surface.
Yeah, on the surface. Yeah.
Because
the
sadly
boss
you can't
fights are
build a
pretty
settlement underground.
impressive.
I've tried to build a settlement underground. You can't. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, no, you can't.
fine, whatever. To the
Oh, cool.
surface,
All right, that's cool.
But lots of
naked brazen
biomes,
army, and yeah,
lots of objectives. Like you'll get quests from
the
one of the
elder.
NPCs to go do stuff. Although, like after the tutorial, his first objective is like fight the first boss, and you are absolutely not ready to do that unless you
Yeah.
play around, like go mining and grinding for a bit.
Yeah, there is surprisingly a difficulty curve.
I felt
comes
like that
to,
gap
bot
could have been
enemies and
smoothed a
bosses.
little bit, but yeah.
I agree.
Evening pin soon. Yeah,
That's why I didn't get the first boss until
Gee,
like 10 or 12 hours in.
I know all about games that have a hard first boss that they give you.
Really?
Don't remind me, Tim. I know exactly where you're going with this. Don't remind me. I couldn't even
Shoot.
get past it.
No,
Fucking sucked ass.
I'm talking. No, I'm talking about yesterday, Silver. when
Oh.
when I was playing fucking Lort. Oh my lord!
Oh yeah.
I had to get.
Yeah.
For people to understand, I had to get my son to hop in and help me, and me and him both died like 5 times and had to revive each other
Yeah.
just to beat
I was
the
like,
first
dude,
boss.
what the fuck?
First,
Yeah. I was like, that's the first boss. What the fuck?
yeah, it's basically Risk of Rain if you turn the difficulty up to infinity. But it's fun.
Well,
It's
it
just,
does do that eventually in Risk of Rain. So
it's just well, it just starts there and
Pop, pop,
stays
pop.
there, right? That's the problem. And
oh
it
man,
Yep.
and it has a
Yeah,
3-day
dude, you should
cycle.
have
So
seen it. It was hell.
yeah, it has a 3-day cycle in it for each quest, right? So I'm not trying to do a review. I'll just be real quick. But like basically you have to hurry up and upgrade your character because after 3 days, like everything becomes ridiculously hard, even on top of what it already is. And then when you have to hurry up and try and get all these upgrades, like you would have in Risk of Rain, but the money is really strict. So you're just killing things and just like trying your best to hurry up at the same time. Oh man, the pacing is all over the place. We barely beat the boss, and that I felt like that's the first fucking one. What the fuck am I gonna do? They got to the second area, both got annihilated within 5 minutes.
oof.
Oof.
Yeah,
Maybe you need more people.
that's why it's 8-player, I assume.
I guess so.
I don't think it has any scaling either, so
Maybe not. It
that's
sounds
why.
like it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure Necess does have scaling, so bosses will be a little harder with more people, but it should be easier with more people because more targets and more damage.
Exactly. So what's your overall thoughts of it so far?
Considering it's a 1.0 and seems to be fully out, though I think they're still, working on it, obviously. No game has ever done it 1.0 anymore.
Nope.
It's a pretty nice package if you don't mind the art and getting used to the controls and stuff. It's a pretty good.
Yeah, they're a little awkward.
Pretty good game.
The controller, they're a little awkward, but yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah,
solid
some of the
7.
bosses are annoying. Very annoying. Especially the spider boss. Fuck that one.
And of
I
course,
hate bosses
just
that
like
take
in
a long
Terraria,
time.
Summoner is OP. So
There you
Yeah, I'm
go.
not bothering with that. I just go melee and guns or melee and magic. Or all three. It's fun. Magic
Now-
can be fun.
And now we got to ask
Up
the
to a
real
degree.
question, everybody. We got to ask: did Silver play anything this month?
Well, I did play Fabledom. I know the game came out like 2024, whatever. I got
Okay.
it from not this month's Humble Bundle, but the previous month's Humble Bundle, January, I think.
Okay.
Played about 7, almost 8 hours of that. It's basically base builder, but you have to like pick a location for your kingdom, and you like have it start up as like a very tiny hamlet, and then you basically upgrade it as you build more homes and build more utility buildings to improve your settlement, and then eventually becomes an actual city. Your goal is to basically build a huge fucking metropolis as big as you can possibly build, and you can buy sections of the regionary map to make your city bigger and bigger and bigger until it becomes so big you can barely fucking manage it with your own 2 hands. But
Okay.
it's fun. I love settlement simulators like this. I've played like Banished. It's very similar to Banished, except it's a bit more cartoony in style, and there is like actual combat involved, but that doesn't come until like much later, until you actually start building military units, which I don't have yet, but I do have the hero for now. So soon enough, I'll be able to get that. And apparently you can even romance other leaders of other regions as well. You can get married and, have like what do you call them? Like it's almost like a political
Alliance.
marriage, I guess. Yeah, political alliance and political marriages, that kind of thing. That kind of stuff matters apparently in the game. It's been fun so far. I haven't delved into the military stuff obviously yet, but I'm curious to see where that's gonna go. Do hate the winter season though. I'm like, I need to be more prepared for the winter. Need to get more coal. Need to have those farms get more food into the freaking granary. It's hard to like balance everything evenly, especially when you're just one person and you've got to do everything your freaking self. But I'll manage. Hey, I haven't had like years and experience of Black and White 2 for nothing.
Yeah.
know what I mean?
As I say, you got your
Holy
experience.
crap! Oh yeah, having playing previous the city builders and stuff like that really helps.
Oh yeah, but have you played Sim
gives you
Farm?
the knowledge to know. Sim Farm? No.
Dude.
Why would I want to play that mobile garbage?
No, Sim Farm was actually a sim game that came out in
Oh,
1994. And it was like
oh shit.
the only game that was available for me in school to play.
Oh.
So you
Well, I
actually
played Sim City 4.
yeah, we could literally play Sim
That's the
Farm.
earliest I played.
Hmm.
Ah.
I
No,
can tell
have
this has
never
charm
played that.
though.
Yes, I can tell too.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
It's got a lot of character. A lot of character.
Absolutely.
Oh,
A few
right.
rougher edges. I really wish you could just like tell people to build specific buildings. I mean, there is like a priority, but
Well, that
sometimes
would be the thing.
Oh, and also you can't speed up as fast as you would probably want to, because even if you go max speed, it's not fast enough, in my opinion. Like, can you move faster, please? I'm impatient,
That
and
costs
me playing this
$10.
game is making me so much more impatient. Shut up.
This is an Ubisoft
Good
game,
one.
Tim.
Yeah, it's
Good one.
exactly.
Good
We'll
one.
get to
Good
that
one.
later.
Time savers. Time
But if
savers.
you want my rating,
Yeah.
I'd say it's a solid 7 out of 10. Maybe a 7. Solid 7 for
Alright.
what it is right now.
Not
I'll
just
let
a
you know when I
7, a
play more.
solid 7.
Yeah,
A
solid.
solid 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good game. Good game.
All right.
Lots to
So
look forward to.
let's talk about Tim's card games this month. A month after I'm like, guys, I'm not gonna play any card games unless they're interesting. And then the first month,
Insert.
and then I find 2 interesting ones immediately. All right.
Insert the scene of Harry telling Professor Quirrell, "You liar!" Here.
All right. So we're gonna talk about the Spirit Lift first. The Spirit Lift is literally a retro horror game, like almost like a retro horror TV show, put into the idea of a deck builder. So you literally
Ghost punk roguelike deck builder.
yeah. So you go through a haunted house and explore each room individually. And just tapping like forward, left, right, and back buttons, and you can find evidence that because you're trying to unravel the mysteries of the house, but you have to do them in like circumstantial things, like as if somebody who played like Slay the Spire, you get situational things where you can get something or get, in this case, evidence or gear, but there's a chance you could get a curse, there's a chance you get hurt, there's those situations are how you gather evidence. The rest of it is basically building on your deck as you would in a normal deck builder. But in this game, the decks are based on the characters that you take along with you. So if you have an art student, in which there's one of those, you will only get art-based things that will give you that type of mechanic, right? So we end up with, let's say, you can make a team that is called Brains, Brawn, and More. So it's essentially you have a character that has things like basketballs and stuff like that as sports things that also have like tennis balls that cost zero like energy to throw or anything like that. But every character is like a different type of person. So all of their cards are based on their individual personality, which makes the replayability through the roof on that. And also, it keeps you wanting to unlock more characters, because I only have 4 and there's currently 10. So, like, you keep doing these runs to eventually get to the point where you can unlock all the students to be able to go through. And it has a system that, based on which students you pick, it will literally tell you how difficult it will be to do a run.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you get a werewolf you can buy stuff off of. but
the shopkeeper's a werewolf. Fantastic.
Yes, he is. But there is some insane bosses, like enemies. It's all basically homages to like retro horror films and everything. Like the two twin girls in the hallway. A lot of that type of stuff. It is actually one of the most fun and different card games I've played in quite some time. And like I said,
Sounds pretty unique, yeah.
Yeah, I went into this month being like, no more card games. No more. And then what do? I end up only reviewing card games. So if you put out a good game, it doesn't matter what type of bias I have, I will play it. This game is a solid 8 out of 10 for sure. Uh, it's actually fully out. This game just came out, not in early access. They are gonna add additional content later, but the game is content complete. You can literally beat it right now. And for the price of a whopping 18 bucks, considering it's done, it's polished, it's got tons of content and everything else, I think if you like deck builders and horror franchises, I would say this would be a no-brainer for you. So that's one.
Cool.
And then let's go with something completely different. For the other, like, I wouldn't even really call this a deck builder. It's a ingredient builder. Okay. Uh, so welcome to Hungry Horrors. Hungry Horrors is a card-based game where you collect food or different types of food, and your objective is to feed these monsters or people that are trying to attack you using modifiers to make them more and more full. And if you fill them up with food before they reach you, they disappear and you win. If they reach you, since you're playing just a simple princess, they will eat you and you will die. So your idea is to get a wide variety of food to get like craving mechanics to make it so you build up their full meter quicker and quicker based on what they're hungry for at the time. And as you can see, there's a lot of ways for you to die.
You don't say.
And it is in early access, but I have to say it is already like maybe I did see a couple like placeholder art assets in the game, but on a mechanics level and fun level and humor level, it is definitely all theirs already. Um, it's not as good as the Spirit Lift only because I would say the actual atmosphere of the game is rather generic. Like in the way that it's just like It's based in Britain folklore, so it's just a lot of like walking along gravel.
Did I hear British folklore?
Yes, British and Irish folklore. It's all based on that.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe the trailer said
Very
that.
well.
Yeah,
Very well.
and
That'd be sure grand.
and the cool part is like you're basically trying to grab ingredients and cards as you go. So if you grab ingredients and you end a run, you can take those ingredients and before you start a new run, use those ingredients to either upgrade your current food or to actually create new food cards that you can take along with you for the next run. And it has great humor and it has like the mechanics are kind of like Balatro type in the fact that you're trying to use those mechanics to create multipliers by being like, all right, let's say you feed him a card first, and it's like a very bland card, right? So the next card will say they are craving sweets. If you give them a sweet card, it will give them a multiplier because you're feeding them the right food and create a new craving on top of it. So if they have too much sweets, then they'll want something salty. If they have too much salty, they'll want something sour or savory or a palate cleanser, which is actually a card. So it's got a lot of mechanics that work really well together. And don't be fooled. The game is actually incredibly difficult, but it's a lot of fun in the sense that you don't care so much if you die. You wait to see how she dies, and then you re-prepare and you head out again. So it's not as good as the Spirit Lift, but it is also really, really good. Like I said, these games were good enough for me to be like, I didn't want to play any more card games, but they're good enough where I was like, all right, I'm gonna sink some time into them and actually see how good they are. And they were both really good. So this one's a 7 out of 10. Look, I made them quick. I tried. I tried to make it really concise. I did my whole review in the mirror earlier. No, I really didn't. Um, all right. Does anybody else have anything else to talk about, games wise, or we go
Well,
into
I
our?
could talk about As We Descend. You passed that to me the other day. And
Oh yeah, and
that's
he's
another card game.
yeah, he's like thanks.
Thanks, Tim. Gosh, just making me addicted to card games again too.
It's a good one
I
though, and
got
it's published by Coffee
3 hours
Stain.
about this, and it is good. This is another good one. It even advertised itself as being a bit challenging. So I kind of I'd almost relate it to Darkest Dungeon, kind of. Not
Yeah,
quite
I-
that
not that difficult,
bad, I'd say.
but it
But
feels very
it's
similar.
kind of going for that same kind of like most of your choices have an upside and a downside in a lot of situations.
Agreed.
Like as far as my first run went, which I just finished today, which I successfully finished. I'm proud to say it was challenging, but it did not beat me. Like the first area kind of works nicely to give you mostly positive choices to kind of build you up, and then after that, the second and third areas will start giving you more negative, like either compromises or just almost outright negative choices that you have to make.
Yeah.
So the pacing is pretty good so far. And now that I've done obviously one run, I've unlocked the next level of difficulty for future runs and more stuff to do. But kind of similar to Tim's first game there, his mystery haunted game. Your strategy is you have units, and the units come with their own deck of cards, and that gets added to your deck of cards that you start with, and you can keep adding to that deck, each unit's deck, but your deck has to have only the same amount of cards. So if you ever try and change the cards in your deck, you have to replace something that's already in your deck. And then your enemies can attack your units and potentially kill them before they get to you specifically, or they can attack you depending on which enemies they are. But it's also like got really good world building too, like the kind of gritty art style and lore of like as you interact with various NPCs between combats, you'll kind of piece together what kind of society they're living in. It's very Warhammer-esque, actually. Like even one of the units I just unlocked has a chain sword
Yeah.
with it. So
It
yeah,
is.
there's a
It is
lot of
certainly very
mechanics,
similar.
a lot of buffs, debuffs, and things to pay attention to, and of course, you can get like relics that modify how things function. There's a lot to go through. It is very thorough, very in depth, very well made, very good art, and it's very fun so far. So
The thing that drew me to this game initially is not so much the mechanics, because the mechanics are similar to a lot of other games you can play. It's
mhm.
somewhat. It's the fact that the social system and everything based in it and like the world building itself seems so deep and well thought out that most games in this type of genre tend to keep the story very simple and then usually just
If
use
there's
the
story at all, right?
yeah, and then use the gameplay as more of like a draw. This game has a giant world built around it, and a lot of systems that are actually built on things other than strictly just playing like your cards. You got
Mhm.
if you can use the system in the city to like actually play it right, even though you have limited, things you can do, you can actually make yourself way more prepared if you actually go through and do all that stuff correctly as extra shit. And like I said, it was published by Coffee Stain, so at least I knew it had backing. And two,
Oh,
like
definitely.
this game's been early. I think I played this originally like a year ago, maybe a little bit more. And no, it'd be like a year ago because it's been like 9 months in early access. So probably 9 months ago, I played this right at release. And I have to say, like they're doing a really good job even building more on top of just the card stuff. So
Mhm.
I agree with your assessment 100%.
And that's a good point. It is still in early access. They are not actually done with the game yet, despite all of the content it seems to already have, and I haven't even hardly scratched the surface of it yet. Despite that, I still want to rate it an 8. This is a fantastic game as is, and they're still working on it. I believe they just released another update like at the end of last month for early access. So like it is still very much in development, very much getting more content. And yeah, if you like a somewhat gritty roguelike experience, then maybe not quite as hard as Darkest Dungeon, but I think if you got far enough through your runs, it would probably get there that hard pretty
Oh,
quickly.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I'll have to see how my second and so on runs go, but yeah, this is a fantastic 8 out of 10 experience already, even in early access.
So I will say this right. Sorry, and you're welcome.
Thanks, I hate it. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. All right. So we have something special for you this month. We are going to have a funeral. The funeral of old Ubisoft, basically. With everything that's going on, like basically they are restructuring the whole entire company, and Tencent has taken over a large stake of their IPs at this point. So the old days of Ubisoft are essentially over. There's a couple things that are holding on. Somehow Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still in development, and like they announced an update 2 days ago that the game didn't even get canceled in all the cuts that they made. I have no idea. That game's been in development for 10 fucking years and never came out, but it's still being worked on. So I guess that one's safe. But essentially, like we wanted to take a moment to look back at actual Ubisoft games that we used to enjoy or still do if we go back and play them. So we each are gonna pick one Ubisoft game, and I'd like to hear your guys out there just to actually get some fucking interaction going on. But no, like I would like
Right?
to I would like to hear everybody's favorite old school Ubisoft game. Like I mean Avatar uh is actually not a bad Ubisoft game at
Yeah,
all.
I've put about what almost 3 days worth of time in it.
Yeah, it's actually,
Enjoyed it so far.
believe it or not, if you have a chance to play it, because I guess it's coming to Game Pass really soon, from what I understand. If you have a chance to play that, play it. That one's really good. But most part,
Yeah.
most Ubisoft games are either too large or just suck. So, like,
Yeah. It's like Valhalla. I tried, man. I tried, but
I know people that
what the
have
fuck, man?
500
Especially
hours in
with me,
Valhalla.
especially because I love the Nordic and the Viking aspect of it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I've been wanting a Viking game for so long, a proper Viking RPG, but there just isn't one that appeals to me
And the worst part
yet.
is
Or at least the ones I have,
like,
they
like,
just feel wrong. Like
like,
Room 2
we wanted to finally get an Assassin's Creed game in feudal Japan.
in Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
But
get one.
here we were, and
Yeah, and it still
it's
didn't end up being great.
disappointing.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't hate it, but
You would think it would be the easiest like home
I
run
know.
you could
Like,
have
hello.
made. Like you could have probably
Look to
done it with a
Tenchu, for
brain dead
example.
team.
You know what they should have done? They should have looked to they should have looked at Tenchu for for inspiration. 'Cause I'm like, look, this is why the Ninja Assassin games are so popular, because
You
they
know-
just work.
you
If they're
know,
done right, they work.
Listen, I am not one
That's
of
why
those.
Tenchu was such a long-lasting series.
I'm not one of
But
those
anyway, so,
Chronicle Online chuds that like, dude, Assassin's Creed's bad because they put a black character in it. No, but that was
oh my god,
no, because that
fucking
was,
hell.
but
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
character
know.
was completely unnecessary, and
Agreed.
can you put that in further?
Like, we didn't.
I
This is not
actually
what we
give it to you.
wanted
Thank
out of
you
it.
very much. I'm not gonna.
This is not what we wanted out of Assassin's Creed.
My son
game.
comes in and brings me a whole entire plate of food.
Oh,
There you go.
nice.
But no,
Good lad. Good lad.
Hey,
but
shout out to dinner. Make sure
yeah.
you're all taking care of yourselves.
yeah, I got mozzarella
Yes.
sticks and 3 hot dogs here. I think I'm good.
Stop,
let's
you're
go
making
and
me
see
hungry.
them. But what I'm saying is, like, if they took that character out, which was completely unbalanced and everything, and you just played as the female
And
character,
sluggish.
it would actually. I enjoyed playing as the female character in her parts because you're an
I don't even
actual
remember her name.
assassin. You're actual
I know,
assassin.
right? Well, stealth is kind of important, because otherwise you're dead. Because
I mean, if
you're an assassin. You're not. You're not a soldier. You're not a samurai.
I will
You will
say
die within 3 hits.
the funny part about the story similarities between Assassin's Creed and Ghost of Yotai are hilarious because it's literally the same.
Yotei.
Fucking whatever.
Yotai, he's American. Don't blame him.
Fish.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
all right.
go have some.
Carry on, Tim.
I'm gonna go have
Carry
some
on.
fish and
I
chips.
apologize.
But no, no, I'm saying like the similarities
Yeah.
about having the 9 killers and like one has 8, but like it's a revenge story that are both the same. I'm like, can they write anything different about that? Like if it's a female character, the dad has to die, so like they can go avenge him and kill multiple people in a very
I
strategic
know.
manner.
I'm like, we've heard this story so many fucking times. Can we
We
stop?
got 2 of
Just
them in the same
rehash it.
year.
Ugh.
And Ubisoft
Yeah,
was
right.
first, believe it or not. Ubisoft was
Hey,
first.
could I copy your homework? Yeah,
Yeah.
just make sure you change something so it does, so nobody notices.
All right, so
Doesn't change homework.
so I'm gonna let Mermich start. I'd love to hear his thoughts on this. What is your favorite old school Ubisoft game?
Uno.
Oh, of course.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
suppose.
Has to be Uno. It came with your Xbox.
That's understandable.
All right.
Think you've mastered Uno?
Obviously has mixed now because, well,
With Uno, show him
Oh,
no
so many
mercy
things.
DLC, you're not
yeah,
just
oh, so
playing
many
cards.
So many
things.
reasons.
Only
They have still
microtransactions?
surprisingly been adding their different versions of
Empty your hand
Uno
like a champ,
still
or outlast
to it
everyone as they fall
over the
to
years.
How many ways can you play Uno?
Get
Yes.
25 cards,
a lot.
no
I
second
don't know why.
Apparently
anybody-
they had
I
them
don't- I
show
don't
them no
think anyone-
mercy.
I don't think anyone cares about the alternate modes for Uno.
One card,
People are like, we just want to play fucking
I mean,
Uno.
Uno Flip
Fuck
was
off.
it's more dangerous.
There's some like variety and like it's nice to change your palette
Yeah.
occasionally of like, oh
That's
hey,
good.
this one's a little funny, or like the Rayman ones are kind of fun, especially if you're a fan of of other franchises. The Dance Dance one wasn't too bad.
That's true.
Brutal,
That's true.
unapologetic.
Variety is
Uno,
the spice
show
of
him
life,
no
first.
mercy.
And the good part is you're not forced to buy any of them. So I mean, like,
No,
That's
yeah.
true. you're not, because you could just have your friend.
And even
Maya
though it's
already own it,
even
and
though it's
now
kind of
it's like,
annoying,
It might limit you how many times you can play with your friends when you don't buy them, but
yeah, it's I think it's 10 times, right? I think you could do like
something like that.
10 rounds without buying the game if you have a friend that actually owns
Per day or per week, or I
it. Yeah,
forget.
something like that.
But
It's per
Uno
day.
is that classic Ubisoft thing that you didn't realize was Ubisoft because you thought it was just Uno. And then you realize that you have to open up the Ubisoft game store to actually play it.
which is so dumb. Which was I
Thanks,
probably wouldn't be able to
Ubisoft.
play it on my Steam Deck then, if I was to ever go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough.
Yes, I'm not installing a second launcher.
Now, I mean, you could also argue that rather than this being Ubisoft's success, this is more of the success of the game Uno that Ubisoft translated into a digital format.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
very much
But they
so.
did do a decent enough job transferring it into a digital
They
format
made
that
it work 75% of the time,
I
which
was
honestly
every
is
time.
enough for
Good, yeah.
Ubisoft.
I was gonna say Ubisoft did the bare minimum and was like, here's a round disc you can put the cards on, and we're gonna have cards, and we'll have a circle that you guys can stand in. Here, place your cards. We did it, guys. $1 million
And
franchise.
sometimes you'll stay connected
Game
to your
of the
friends while you're
year.
playing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, it not really hard. Have you seen the Uno like mobile games? They're even more flashy than this. But you know what? It's
You ever played
it.
Tabletop Simulator?
Yeah, exactly. And
There's
also,
a lot of versions of
Yes.
Uno in that.
but you know,
Oh yes.
honestly, Uno is such a fun game that it doesn't matter if it's flashy or not. It just fucking worked, and that's all that mattered, right? Like,
Yeah.
I still love playing Uno. I would play Uno anytime you guys want. But that's the whole point. Is Uno is just a fun game to play. If they had the rights to Skippo, I would probably play Skippo as well. So, you know. I don't
I'd
even
ask what
th-
that is, but we don't have time.
but it's another card game that's similar.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
gotcha.
All right. How about Ray? I'd like to hear Ray's favorite.
Okay, so I'm assuming what you're saying is games that are actually developed by Ubisoft in this
Mhm.
case.
Mhm.
In
Oh,
which
okay.
case, I'm
Not
gonna have to
not
change
published.
what my idea was because I
Oh,
was
was it
gonna
published
give a
by
little.
Ubisoft?
Yes.
It doesn't matter then. You're
I
fine.
okay. Then my game is Myst 3 Exile,
Ah, published by them, but not developed.
published by Ubisoft and
I
Cyan
actually
Worlds.
forgot. I forgot that Ubisoft actually published one of those games, or did it publish
Actually,
multiple?
multiple. They also published Uru, which was like the online
Ah,
This game, right?
MMO-ish version of the Myst franchise.
ah,
My sons.
gotcha.
This is probably, well, definitely one of my favorite puzzle games on my Xbox. And I also distinctly remember my uncle had like all of the first 3 games on the computer that whenever I went to visit my grandparents that I would play around with. And probably this franchise is what got me really into puzzle games in my
It's a good
childhood.
start. It's a good fucking start.
And I mean, I know Cyan World still works on games, and I don't think they've quite hit the mark with some of their more recent ones, but like these games are classics.
Yeah, and they remastered a lot of the original too to make it more playable on modern hardware.
Right.
The worlds of Myst.
But yeah,
Like,
like, yeah, go ahead.
fantastic game, and whether Ubisoft had a significant role in it or not, like I'm just glad that they helped bring this game to life monetarily, or whether they worked on it.
That's fair.
I can appreciate that.
That's old school. Old school.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
decided I was going to go look through the list to see how old school. If you wanted me to say something that they developed, I think probably what I've played the most of would be Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which isn't that old school, but
Not really. But you know what?
you know,
If that launch wasn't so bad, that game would have been received way better.
probably.
overall.
I mean, they did do a lot to improve it after launch.
Yeah, after
like
the
I
fact.
think
Yeah.
I think they worked really hard to make it more what the community was expecting or wanted out of it. And you can absolutely play Breakpoint as if it were a classic, Ghost Recon game now,
Yeah, more so.
if you want to. Yeah, totally.
All right, Silver, how about you?
But yes.
It was a tie between two, but I'd say Far Cry Instincts Predator is actually my favorite of the older years of Ubisoft.
Fair enough.
Came out 2006.
Am I going to be able
Not
to
as
find
old as
this?
Rainbow Six, the original. Probably not on PC. I am not
Okay.
sure.
I was going to say, because you can
Yeah,
browse.
you probably can't find it on Steam. It got removed years ago, I think. Back when Ubisoft decided to start doing their own what was it called? Was it
Launch.
Uconnect? Was
Yeah.
it? No, was it?
It
Yeah.
used to be
When
it used
back,
to be what
yeah.
you play, and now
So
it's
actually, the Instincts Predator and the Instincts game was actually Xbox exclusive, not on.
I was
It
gonna
was
say,
not
it
on
looks like
PC.
you can still buy it on Xbox.
Yeah, the original Far Cry was on PC as well as Xbox, but the Instincts and Predator games, they were only on Xbox. So they were like the original Far Cry. However, you would have like this serum that gave you like animalistic powers. So you could like use senses, and you could like use melee that could like uppercut enemies and send them flying. Of course, I had great ragdolls. What can I say?
damn.
And yes, I have beaten these games many years, way before I started playing on like PC games. Actually, that was actually the year that I started playing on PC. This was
Wow.
like roughly while I was still a purely console gamer. So yeah, that was a good year, 2006.
Nice.
But yeah, that was basically my personal favorite of yesteryear for Ubisoft. Way before they became terrible. Way before it became terrible.
I'm honestly gonna go with my first Ubisoft game ever. I think, which was Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3
That was a good game.
was
That
my
was definitely one on that good
th-
games list. Yeah.
that was my first like actual Ubisoft game that I knowingly went out and got, right? I probably played Ubisoft
Mhm.
game before that, but like this game
Well,
caught.
Oh, they had a
it wasn't my
lot of
first.
like franchises and
That's
stuff
what I'm
early on.
saying.
Like
Yeah.
they
My
did a lot of Star
my
Wars
very
games. They did a lot of
first.
Batman games.
Yep. My very first Far Cry game, sorry, my very first Ubisoft game was actually the original Rainbow Six on PS1, which was the worst version to play. PC was so much better. But yeah, it gave me a bad taste for those kinds of games until I like played Vegas 2 Rainbow Six. I
Yeah.
have it on Steam, and that's a really good Rainbow Six game.
Yeah, that
I'd
is a lot
recommend that
better.
one because that one's legit. Like plan your infiltration just like it should be in a Rainbow Six game. It wasn't like the whole BS before Siege or around where Siege came along. It wasn't all that crap. Was just PvP garbage. No. This was the real tactical shit, the real stuff. So that you had to think about your approach. One bullet, you're dead. That kind of approach,
And
like
Rafonso,
SWAT,
yeah, the first Splinter Cell
but
game was
from
really good.
Ubisoft. But yeah, there you go.
I
Sorry,
did
Tim.
I did enjoy.
didn't
No,
mean to
it's
steal
fine.
the thunder.
No, it's Splinter Cell is also a great franchise for fun. So I'm just
I've
very
never played one, sadly.
really.
Really? I've never played Splinter Cell, despite me
Oh my
liking stealth games.
God! Wow. Okay.
I don't have any intent to do so, though. I'm sorry,
No,
but
you're going to.
no.
I'm gonna buy you
What's
one.
the
No,
what's
no,
the
no, no,
co-op
no, no,
one?
no, no.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's that co-op one?
Wait, there's a co-op Splinter Cell?
Oh yeah, there is.
It has co-op in the. Yeah, it's not like exclusively co-op, I don't think, but what can play co-op.
I've never had any intention of playing Splinter Cell.
Well, too bad.
I would rather play
You
Thief.
you will
I
like
would rather
Splinter
play
Cell,
Thief
Silver.
games.
All right. Which one
I
should we get him,
understand that.
guys? We get him Chaos Theory because that was one of my favorites.
I would
Was that the
rather
co-op
play
one? I think that was the
Thief
one with
games.
co-op.
I just like
I
Thief
thought
games where I don't
was
have to.
Or was it Blacklist?
Blacklist was
Blacklist
the
might
one.
have been the one that had the co-op.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful which ones got the good ports too, because I know at least one or two of those has pretty bad port.
Yeah, I think that's like PlayStation 3 port or something like that. I can't remember which one it was, but I did watch a video about actual bad ports of games. So I believe one of the Splinter Cell games was sadly on that list.
So we're gonna get Silver Chaos Theory and then let him just go to town.
goodness sake.
Because you probably won't. I'm pretty sure this does not require a third-party DRM to play, and it does
Oh,
not.
you-
So you can run
So
it
yeah,
without.
you double triple check.
Yeah, no, you don't need the launcher to play it.
I'll think about it. I have already too much to play as it
Actually,
is.
you know how you
Let
can
me
play it,
finish a
Silver?
game, please.
No, you know how you can
Let
play
me
it,
finish
Silver,
the game.
without me even
Mm.
buying it for him. You have an Xbox. It's available on Xbox Game Pass as part of the fucking Ultimate Bundle.
That is a good point.
Ah.
You are quite right. I'll track
There
it
you go.
down, and I will. When I have time
way, if he
to
doesn't-
actually pour into
That way,
a
if he doesn't
stealth
like
game
it, I don't
that
have to worry about it.
requires you to be,
Stealthy? Oh my god.
But yeah, no, it's not that. Well, it's like very restrictive stealth. You can't do this, can't do that, but you can do
Oh,
this.
You can
That
do a
kind of
lot in
thing.
that game, man.
Man, maybe I should like do like a really hard in Thief Deadly Shadows where I must get every treasure. I cannot kill anybody. And see how I go.
Actually, also, we've got a
And if I
really
could stream that, I would.
a really good stealth game coming out in February as well. So we'll get there when we get there.
Mm.
We'll get there. Yeah, you guys
All
both
right.
had it on your list.
Yeah. Oh, did I not
He's like,
take it
"Oh,
off mine? Fucking god.
Oh well, no, originally before. Well, no, Silver has it on his list. So if you did keep it on your list, Tim,
Oh,
Silver has.
actually, we're talking about a different game, Ray. It's fine.
Okay, never mind then.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
got multiple good stealth games then.
Yes, multiple. Yes,
Good.
we do. All right.
Hey.
All right. So let's start with
Yes.
Murmich's list.
All right.
Should we do the pick of the month before we get into
Oh yeah,
that?
yeah.
quick?
Let's hear about that. Hear about it.
Should.
Okay, so last place is me.
Oh.
Neuroxis did not get enough reviews to even get a rating, so 4 reviews did not. I'm going to count that as a loss.
Disqualified, I guess.
Not quite
Technically
disqualified, but like didn't even make the
Cut.
preliminaries.
Fuck.
Now we could also debate who is second or third because both got mixed reviews, but they had different numbers of
jeez.
reviews, and usually we go with more reviews is better.
Yep.
But if they're mixed, does that mean more reviews is worse? I don't know. But I'm saying
decide,
Murmich
Tim.
and third with Rogue Jack 21 mixed 154 reviews.
Dang.
That is the less of the two. Silver chose Code Vein 2 with 1,390 reviews, also mixed.
1,590.
Yep.
Ugh.
Of course, this leaves Tim in first, Lort mostly positive with 1,912 reviews.
Who would have thunk it? I actually took that as a shot in the dark. I really did.
To be fair, I think we all thought Silver was going to win that one.
we all
did
thought
not.
Silver was going to
We
win.
did not predict how poorly received Code Vein 2 was going to be.
And how well
No, we
received
did
Lord
not.
was.
It's such a shame.
It's fair.
I know.
Such a shame. Where did Bandai go wrong?
Optimization.
I think we know.
Do
I think
better.
we know a lot of
Yeah.
places they went wrong, but
Yeah.
let's
The
not
game
get into that
engine
right
first and foremost. The game engine first and foremost. We've
Yeah.
all known that Unreal Engine 5 has been fucking terrible about performance. For fuck's sake.
I
Jesus
will
Christ,
say
man.
I'm very happy that
Ah.
the Final Fantasy trilogy, the third game they're making now, they're keeping that in Unreal Engine 4 because they don't want to have that issue.
Yeah, good idea.
Smart.
Good idea.
Very smart.
Yes.
All right.
Very.
So let us start with, and then see, no gloating, Silver. I don't care if I win. That's why I picked Lord, and I
The
was very
points don't
surprised.
matter.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just really disappointed with Bandai.
Right.
I am
Me
too.
too.
I just got
Me
accepted
too.
to their creator program just to be disappointed by the first game I played.
Oh, Jesus, dude, that must have felt bad. Dude, what the
I mean, it took
fuck?
some of the bitterness out of it because I didn't have to pay for it. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, right? Orbiteers is Murmich's first game. Remember, we are
Yep.
all regulated to 10 games. If you want to see the rest of them, we will have a video up on Patreon in a couple days.
Hey Ray, you like space building city builders that are? It's also a puzzle and resource management.
I could be influenced. What's this got? Space stations.
Yep.
As for my list, I'll be going down from 10 to 1.
Oh,
That's
you
how my
want
list
you?
will work,
Okay.
just so you know.
Yeah, mine's in no
Yeah.
particular order.
Mine's just in chronological
Yeah.
order. Go ahead and
Same.
count. Go ahead and count both the honorable mentions because I wasn't sure how many I had to get.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
yeah, I thought this looked like a very cool puzzle game.
Certainly.
If you see the word optimize in it, Murmich and Ray both get interested.
Hee.
All right. So
You
next,
got my attention.
Silver's game is a demo for number 10.
Ooh.
Yep. Thanks to Mamich for suggesting this one.
Yep.
Which one?
So I take it
Get out.
their full game is not quite out this month, but the demo is.
Yep.
There it is.
I figured that why not? And because it's a VR game, I mean, why not?
It's free.
Well, it's demo, so.
No, I mean the full
Yep, I
game's
would
gonna
have-
be the full game's gonna be free.
Oh, really?
It says, yeah. Is this like based on the movie?
I have no idea, actually.
There's a movie?
Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a movie called.
All I
Get Out.
know is this is a VR horror game that is releasing on Steam that looked pretty good, but I did not want to put on my list because I don't do horror.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, because running the risk of having to review it. It's like, I ain't doing this.
That pity. I'd love to
The
see.
only VR
Mamich
horror
play
game that I
VR
will
with
ever
me.
play is Phasmo.
Phasmo, and it's technically not even a horror at this point. Doesn't
What
scare
about-
me.
I know.
What about
So I'm
Subnautica?
gonna Yeah, Mamich.
Even
Yeah.
even Subnautica, I'm like, I don't know if I would never go into any of the worse areas.
In VR.
Yeah.
Really? Why not?
Oh, I don't know. Just seeing a life-size Leviathan coming straight at me.
That'd be creepy,
No,
but
thanks.
also
He gets
Yeah,
jump
sure,
scared
why not?
outside of VR. It would probably kill him if he went in
Why not?
VR.
why not?
I'd probably have a heart attack or something.
You'd get if he streamed it, we'd get like a few moments of Jen coming to do CPR every few minutes.
She's trained.
I'd
don't
have
worry
to
about
have
it.
one of those heart. I would have the one of those heart rate monitor things, and then you
And
just
it would go
see it
flatline every few minutes. Yeah.
on safe
So
levels.
Silver didn't put this on his list, so I'm going to point it out to him. So he's such a big fan of Wuthering Waves, I have to bring out the Punishing Grey Raven. Their other game is
Yep,
coming
I know.
to Steam.
I know. I've played it on mobile.
I
before.
almost put
I'm
this on my
well aware.
list until I realized the game had already been out for a while.
Yeah, it's been out for a while, but this
it's
is
getting a
actually a
PC
pretty
release.
popular
Steam release, sorry.
gacha game.
It's getting a Steam release. It's already on PC. It's getting a Steam release,
Yep.
Yeah.
technically. So this is Steam release.
I've
I've played about maybe 100 hours of it, I guess.
Oh,
Yes,
only
but I've never
100.
spoken about it. I've never spoken about it until
That's
now.
fine.
But yeah, I put about 100 hours into it, so I've known about this developer for a while.
I've heard
Years.
good things.
Oh yes, it reminds me of a blend of what was that? What's that action RPG game? Scarlet Nexus reminds me of a blend of that, with a bit of like dark cyberpunk kind of themes alongside. Yeah, it's got action RPG combat basically. You have like a party.
I've heard
of-
it's a very
Yeah.
hardcore like action RPG.
Yes.
Too, like difficult.
pretty hardcore. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't get too far into it, but I did make some progress. And there's a specific track I really loved listening to. When you just like go to the like little dormitory you can unlock later on. There's a track in there that I've kept as my dormitory soundtrack. I just love that one track. Yes, it's a Chinese track, but I don't give a shit. It's got beautiful
I love
music.
how you get a
They-
copy
they
of Beat
do
Boop.
beautiful music. You got a copy of Beat Boop. I haven't played it
Of
for
course.
years though, so they've definitely added a hell of a to it by the time I stopped playing.
Well, time to hop back
Yeah,
into
if
it.
you
Maybe.
don't mind your
If it
gacha
isn't too
games
big.
and like some action RPG, I've heard fantastic things about this one.
If it isn't too big to install.
And it's coming to
God.
Steam, so now you don't
I'm
have
like,
to
woo,
get
woo,
extra
woo.
launchers.
So they did announce
Yeah.
Avatar for Game Pass. See, I was right, Roy. I got it like an hour early before they actually announced it. So Avatar's coming to Game Pass. There you go.
All right.
And
But
Yakuza
I've been
5.
playing it, so
So I believe that's coming out today, actually.
Yep,
yes,
To
yes,
Steam.
it is February 3rd.
2 hours.
Second for us.
All right,
So
awesome.
yeah, about 3 a.m. for me
Let's see.
in the morning.
So limiting mine
Yeah.
down to 10 is kind of hard, only because I don't want to like. No, it's not that.
Save
It's
the
like
best for last, then, Tim.
no. The part
Save the
is like
best to
I
last.
want to showcase indie games, but on the
Of
other
course,
hand,
then do that.
no, but like,
Then do that, Tim.
it's hard when you only have 10. So
I know, but don't worry. The Patreon will take care of the rest, my dear friend.
all right, so my first one is actually like the biggest game I'm going to talk about myself, which is Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Fair enough.
I always play everything that Square puts out, if you can't tell. The
They
problem
treat
is
them well.
I'm about 4 games behind right now. Because they keep releasing like so many games in the last 6 months that I have to play Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Octopath Traveler 0 and now this is coming out. I'm never gonna get through it. But no, I'm excited because I actually have played Dragon Quest since I was a little kid. So to see them actually get like the reimagined or re-release treatment has been nice. And the reimagined ones actually kind of streamline it, because if you've ever played any of the really old Dragon Quest games, like there is an insane amount of time it takes to do anything in those games. Dragon Quest 2, for example, took like back then on average about 275 hours to beat. So I'm happy they're kind of like reworking them a little bit to take out some of the extra fluff. But no, I'm excited for this. I love Dragon Quest. I've played it since I think I was like 11. So, you know, 30 years or so. Who's talking?
That is all. Not too much.
All right. Let's see. Next on the list. Is man, Mermage, can you ever just like get a normally named game?
He does.
Yeah, sure
On
he does.
occasion.
They're just later on the
occasion.
list.
Next one is
Stop
Rhythmic.
picking on. Stop picking on Mermage.
I'm not
Leave
picking on him.
alone.
I'm asking him to just find easier games. Oh, now we got a VR game.
Games.
Now we got a VR game.
We have to have our rhythm-based games at some point.
This game looks like sensory overload.
Yes.
Is this like elemental rhythm game?
Yeah, elemental tower defense rhythm game.
Oh, wild.
So essentially, you have to collect the little mana streaks that are coming at the screen, and then throw your hands at the enemies that are charging down the path. It's gonna be a workout.
Yeah, usually they are.
All right, so when's the review?
Oh god.
I was gonna say, you have your
Yeah,
own
it's like,
place
oh.
now. There's no,
Yeah.
you don't have the like no space excuse anymore.
Yeah,
No, I
exactly.
do have the no space excuse. I don't know where to. I still haven't fully set up my VR.
All right, I'm gonna message Jen and tell her that she's got a job to make it so you set this fucker up, and actually be able to play VR games, because you put one on your list every month and you own VR, but you never play any VR games.
Yeah, but like if nobody finds any of the VR games, then they're gonna go unnoticed. And for
Oh, you know what? You know
probably
what?
the
No,
one or
no,
two people who watch this
No.
that actually also have VR.
No, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on to my site that I use for like to get press releases and stuff, and I'm gonna add myself to the VR one, so now I can just send them all to you. All right.
Oh no.
So next one from Silver is Creature Kitchen, which seems like we've
Yeah,
read.
I know. What a name.
That is an interesting name. It has some nice art. Very retro.
Right?
I love how they call it a creepy, cozy cooking simulator.
Indeed. And hey, I thought, why not? Something different. Very different from the norm that I would usually pick.
Certainly different, yeah.
I wish
I thought,
cooking
why
was that
not?
easy.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We're going back to fast food sim.
Uh-huh.
Good question.
In a couple weeks when Jess has some time off again.
Mm,
I hope they do release their fucking
Gotcha.
update by then. Like, they've been teasing an update
I
for
know.
like 5 months, so.
I know, right? Like, while we haven't gotten to the point where there's nothing left for us to do,
Thank
we
God.
would like to, have, a better experience in some areas we complained about back then.
If anything, this looks more like what's the Pokemon Snap kind of game where you're trying to take pictures of different animals
Doesn't it?
and like
Hopefully
cooking
there's
food for
cats.
them.
Hopefully there's cats.
All right, next one is Rogue Factory from Ray.
So
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna point out this is I'm in a quotation. This is kind of cheating. I talked about this last month, and it got delayed to this month, so it is coming out tomorrow. But the demo, I played the demo, and it is horribly addicting. I am definitely picking this one up.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
there is nothing wrong with, like, it just don't turn it into that one game that Murmich
It
put on
keeps
his
getting delayed over and over again.
for like a year and a half.
Turbo Sloths?
Turbo Sloths, yeah, that was like 2 years of delays. No, one delay is fine. If it gets delayed more than once, though, then I'm usually like, I'm just not gonna put it on the list again. But if you like something enough, it doesn't really matter. Creature,
Yep.
is it a Pokemon clone? Oh, you're talking about
Your
the...
Silver's Kitchen game.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, I think it's more Snap than Pokemon.
Yeah.
My second one is something
I think so too.
I'm actually really hopeful that it's gonna be good. I mean, it's probably not gonna be good, but we can hope it's good.
Yeah.
Always.
Which is
I try
Carmageddon
not to be too.
Carmageddon
yeah.
Rogue Shift.
Especially since they did a remaster or something of a previous game and it didn't go so well.
So we are
And I'm
actually
like,
getting
come
a
on,
new
guys.
Carmageddon game.
Yep. Basically a car racing game where you run over zombies and stuff. That's basically what it is in a nutshell. But I'm not sure what they're doing with this one because I've heard about it, but I haven't seen a lot of reporting on it.
It looks like
So,
old
like-
school Need for Speed meets like Carmageddon.
Zombie Driver. Not sure
Yeah.
if you guys ever heard about that game. Zombie Driver. That's actually a game.
Sound like
Look
it.
it up. Yeah.
All this game really
I believe
makes
it's
me
where you just
want.
run over zombies.
All this game really makes me want is another Twisted Metal game that I know we'll never get.
I know. Because Sony's like, oh, we've given up on the franchise. Fuck that.
But
Yeah.
no, but that's
Racing
why.
They own it,
Twisted
but-
Metal Zombies.
But this is why I
Right.
want this game to be good because I want to see more games like this.
Right.
I would be way more enthused if it was from a studio that I actually knew that was all right. But you know, I'm going to be hopeful. I have a key request in for it already. We'll see if it's any good. I'm not obviously not going to put my money on it yet. If you want to send it to me and I can find out if it's good, great. If otherwise, I'll see how much it cost. Because I have a feeling it's probably going to be overpriced just on the license alone. Because that's usually how it works. Next one is Aces of Thunder. This is another VR game. That's it. I'm putting you on the VR list, Mermage. That way they can they can send me all the VR games, and I can send them all to you and be like, 7 reviews this month. Go. He'd be like, no. How about 2? One for
I
the
could
beginning of the
handle
month.
one or two.
One for the beginning of the month, one for the end. because you have a resource that we don't have. So it'd be really nice to hear your thoughts on some of these VR games.
True.
Not many people actually review VR games, if you've noticed.
That's fair.
Yeah, like not even podcast people or stuff like that. Like a lot of them just ignore VR, and I don't want to ignore VR.
I mean, I can
I'd
understand
love to play
why
VR.
it's an expensive thing to get into and not a
Yep.
huge return on audience necessarily.
Yeah.
Not guaranteed.
But
anyway.
I will say,
I would love to play VR, but when?
I would say this: when I get like, spoiler for everybody, this is probably the last podcast you're ever gonna see me here. When we move into our new place, I want to get a PSVR 2 with the dongle and use that as the VR headset, because I feel like a PSVR 2 is one really condensed, and they've lowered the price like crazy, so you can actually get one very affordable now, because they basically don't support it, but it works for everything that you want to do through Steam. PSVR 2 came
Fair
out,
enough.
and then they didn't do anything with it except for, like, they released a Horizon game and a couple other things, and then they were just done. They don't do them in
Also, this
showcase.
is totally meant to be like War Thunder,
Exactly.
just from
Yeah,
the
clearly,
font.
Well, without the microtransactions.
we would hope,
Well,
and the Russian bias.
yeah, yeah, definitely. All right. Next one
Unless
from...
that's also a wait. That developed by Gaijin? That is War Thunder.
Yeah, yeah, they're just making...
That's totally just the same developers as War Thunder.
all right.
So never mind.
okay.
It's totally gonna have Russian bias.
It is the developers of War Thunder.
Oh, that's great. So, the next game on Silver's list is literally in my library already, because I am all over this game, which is Menace.
Menace. The society.
Ooh,
A turn-based tactics
was
RPG
ist
game.
das?
I'm hoping this fills the gape in my little heart for XCOM, because
Oh,
very similar.
Right.
Because are we ever getting XCOM
Turn-based
3? Probably not.
tactics.
So,
Yeah, for access, it's just like, nah.
I was
Or
gonna
is
say
it-
the best you got was the Starship Troopers thing, like a couple years back, right?
yep. But this is actually
Oh,
very,
yeah.
very similar to that type of game.
I can see that. Yeah.
And the last game they had
Turn-based
before
game
that
here and there.
together was the last game this studio made was Battle Brothers, which was also really good.
That's encouraging.
Got some. They've got some.
Studios with success under their belt is always a good
Yeah,
sign.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, indeed.
Exactly. All right. You know, I have to fix my list again. God damn it, Ray.
What? I thought you looked.
Well, I did, but you didn't have the full list earlier. I only saw up to like 4:44 p.m. I didn't see anything after. No, it's fine. And don't worry, it's one fucking game. I got like a million of them.
Are you skipping one? Because the
Next one is Blind Touch, right?
yes.
Okay. So it's a game where you're blind.
Yes. I thought this looked fairly innovative and was a fascinating experience.
Whoa. Well, that isn't pretty fascinating.
And apparently there's other settings too, like you can make it more realistic and less realistic if you want. I think they talk about that in the blurb below.
Huh. With each touch, the cane brings the world to life. So you have to basically keep on using the cane so you can see.
Because you're black otherwise.
Yeah. And you can basically make this as difficult as you want to try and have a more realistic experience as you go. That's crazy.
Yep.
They should do this in VR.
That would be amazing in VR, I bet.
Yeah.
Especially if they could get like
Oh, damn like
haptic
that, yeah.
haptic on it. Haptic on something like this would be amazing.
Oh yeah, because it reminds me of the game that I played, where you play as a blind woman and you use sound to basically detect your environment. It was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Perception, I think it was called Perception.
Neat.
Indeed.
Seems they're celebrating low vision awareness month, which I hadn't heard of, but there you go.
So I was my
Yep.
next game was something on your list, Ray. That's why I said that. So
Ah, okay.
my new number 3 is Relooted.
Relooted. So it's been looted once, and we're doing it again.
Yes. It is basically a side-scrolling stealth runner heist game.
Talk to me, Cryptic.
It's in the air.
Because I like
Let's do this.
anything that's a heist game. I'm
What's
usually
the
dig.
target?
So
Behold,
I
the
see.
Bangor
Okay.
Queen from Cameroon. We
So
must
they're
be
reverse
careful.
Brittning
Anything else
artifacts.
while we're there?
Ooh,
Yep.
that Asante gold mask would be great to have.
Okay.
I
How
saw
do we
this
get
one
in?
on
You can
the
go through the front door, sis.
That's cool. It's a
Look
unique
around. Wednesday's garbage
mashup
collection, so
of
security's
genres.
yeah.
locked.
Yeah.
New shutters. I can handle the locks.
Look at that combo!
You're welcome.
Okay, I'll take that.
Stairwells are closed after hours. We'll need them dead.
I'm
So basically, you
alright.
have to use your teammates to do heist. And
I'm in.
seeing as how I've already
Surefire way out.
I've already
Once the
gotten
alarm is
through
true,
for
I think.
a copy of the game I'll have next week. I figured it's a good thing to bring it up here, I guess.
When the alarm is
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I think it'd be fun to see you play this,
To the
Tim.
construction site.
However
Yeah.
you get here.
Because it's part puzzle, too. Like,
I'm ready. Let's bring it home.
you gotta figure out what your
Mm.
route is, how to
Got it, sis!
Yeah, this
the
reminds me
teammates to help
Time to get out
things.
of there.
Yeah, that reminds
Got
me
it.
of Thief,
Luckily,
except
Africa
it's
has
also
you
a
on their side.
Nearly there.
It's
Nomadi.
fast paced. I like it already.
Bad
You know
guys
what I
are
mean?
coming.
Like,
Go time.
Run!
10 seconds left. That thing is fast.
Oh, I see. So, like,
Move,
your
Nomadi.
first half is setting up the heist, and then the second half is actually doing the heist part.
yeah.
Because, like, you have to, like, really book it out once you've
Yeah.
got the thing. That's cool.
That's cool.
Like, I don't know if I'd enjoy it, but I like what they're
is
doing
fun
there.
about
That's
an abandoned
unique.
warehouse trip?
I hope that
That's
works
right,
out for
you
them.
got nothing to prove, sis.
All right.
No matter
So
what
since
they
he's
say.
all out of animals, now Murmich is just wanting us to play Crossings.
What's this all about?
Treat
I-
us with some.
Good job, Murmich. I have a request in for this game too.
Yay. And guess what? It's another VR game.
Yeah, I might actually send you this one. Good luck.
The weavers
gosh.
of death itself. Their heads pulled your village.
Murmich is the only one
Your
who goes,
home
"Oh
in
God,"
the
when I
ruin.
tell him I'm gonna give him free shit.
Only you and your hate.
I mean, to be fair to him, you did give him that whole
Gather your resolve.
time as the intern.
face
He
one of
was
the
getting
hags of
the
fate.
crap.
Hey,
Yeah,
he
like I still have PTSD
I
from
think
that.
I think you traumatized him.
listen, we haven't played $1 Simulator in a long time,
Strands tangled in confusion.
Still.
but we did talk about the game where you had the, what was it, the underwear stealing girl game. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
To see your success this far.
Or the
Well, also the fact that you gave me Fisher's Fishing Journey, and I'm still playing it.
That wasn't bad. That's good.
I know it's a very fun idle game, but it's still an idle game.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ray being like, "You sent me a card game. It's a really good card game, please."
how dare you send me things that'll take up more of my time?
Exactly. I just gotta find something for Silver now. We'll send something that will take up the next 40 years of his life. He'll be fine.
Yeah, thanks. As if I don't have enough to, do as it is.
Oh, come on,
Right.
Silver.
You have no idea what my backlog looks like.
Are we
You have
are we
no
gonna get
fucking
Silver
idea.
to play? We'll get him to play Kong Skull Island this year,
No, fuck off.
or can we get you to play Mind's Eye?
No. You take that back right fucking now. I'm not playing that absolute dumpster fire as a piece of garbage. No. Can forget it. I am not gonna play any shit games this year. No, I refuse to.
So is this Silver's Rise
Yeah.
of Adam?
Yes.
Yes. Rise
Look,
of Adam.
This is another
A
one I had on my
sci-fi-
list. Good job, guys.
Management.
You're welcome. I tried.
Basically, you become the CEO, and you start making decisions, and your decisions affect everything else around you.
So imagine Frostpunk, but on a much larger scale.
Oh, okay. So you can invest heavily into AI and ruin the market for all the people,
No.
and
You can.
Never. Never.
What?
Never. Never.
Is that not what
Never.
this is? The simulator, so
Never.
you can
I
feel
will,
what it's like
I will
to
not be.
ruin the
I will
world
not be
as an
Microsoft. I
individual.
will not be Microsoft. No, I will not own a company named Microsoft. You can forget about it.
He'll have one called NVIDIA. They're in the AI too. Yeah, NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Yeah. NVIDIA.
They're into AI. They like it.
Yeah, I know. They're wasting a lot of ton of money.
I was gonna say they're the ones that are most
they'll
into
never pan
AI.
out. Yep, they're gonna lose out on all money, and I'm like, we'll get to laugh at them. You guys are fucking idiots.
Well, in the short term, they won't.
In long term, they won't get any venture either.
Have
Have you seen how much money that?
Well, no, I don't think anybody who's
that
seriously
company
into
is
AI
making?
is into this in the long term.
Yeah, like they're just
Yeah, they
building
should be,
data
'cause it's
centers
very
right
secret.
now. That's why.
It's a short-term scam essentially that a bunch of people are getting scammed into trying to take long-term. Was this the one that was on your list, Tim?
No, this is.
Oh, okay, I'm surprised. So this is a shmup mixed with Tetris.
Oh, fucking lord!
Yep. Tetris meets Space Invaders.
All right, Ray gets
So
the
you-
first follow of the month. Yeah, damn it.
So you like upgrade your ship with Tetris blocks, and how you match them together like affects the projectiles you shoot out and stuff.
You found a good one, Ray. You found a good one.
I was hoping you hadn't seen this.
I actually did see it, but didn't add it.
I am ashamed in you. How dare you?
Well, I figured either Ray would find it, but like there was
You weren't
other
wrong.
games that I wanted to add.
All right.
Now that we have the 10 game limit, it's definitely got to be more focused on like our interests. And unless you can't find anything, you're probably not going to dip
I
into
also
others.
found this and sent it to Ray, but he didn't add it to his list.
Well, that's because I knew Tim and Silver had this on their list. They were looking at this.
Welcome to eugenics.
What was that last one?
I mean, it's only from the creators of Binding of Isaac. You know.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Who are they?
And Super Meat Boy.
Just, small dev team, I'm sure. Not too much experience, just...
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope with good reason. I imagine I am.
Coming to Steam February 10th, 2026.
All right. The next one is Wise Guys.
Yee. I want to play this with you guys.
I know what this is too, because I did see this.
I want to play this with you guys really badly.
Our friend in the blue said the feds are on their way.
I did see that as I scrolled past. I was debating whether that was...
Get the can.
Yeah, you can do up to
Looking at
8
you.
players, which is so funny. You gotta. We're
Oh
basically.
boy.
Get the drugs.
We gotta clean up.
Butcher, you need to finish.
I
our
still
friend
don't
with the
know why
hairdo.
Murmich keeps wanting to play these
That's
games
not all
with
the
me.
blue said.
Because he's gonna die.
One of you is a fucking.
Because it looks
rat.
fun.
So
We'll just go back
whoever's
to
not
Project
a rat,
Winter then,
You
if
better
I-
figure it out, or I'm gonna say. Oh!
But this one looks
Kill
way
him, he's a
funnier.
fucking rat.
This one definitely has the cartoonic
It's a
aesthetic.
fucking rat.
Fucking
Get him.
piece of shit. Ah! I told you he's the fucking rat. Keep your friends close, fellas.
Did he just, like, kill a guy with a trombone?
Why, yes, yes, he did.
That's funny.
Cue the wah 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 wah.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Next one is Reanimal.
This was, I believe, on both Silver and Tim's list as well.
We know from experience.
Hey, Silver.
What it means to be awake.
You want to play? You want to play a horror game?
Reanimal. Yeah, I've seen a few people play the demo. I'm like, oh yeah, this is also from the same developers of the original 2 Little Nightmares. Fuck yeah.
Silver isn't
1
catching.
and 2, yeah.
Fuck it, I'm in.
Silver isn't catching my
Silver.
hint.
Tim is offering you a chance.
You want to play? You want to play a horror game?
Did I stutter? Did I stutter?
Because it has a French pass, so we can play together. Because I'm buying the game. I
was gonna say, did I stutter?
I already pre-ordered it through Green Man, so we're good.
All you told us, Silver, is that you've seen people play demos. You've not said.
I said, in case you didn't catch the last part, I said, I'm in.
Well, we're good because it runs on Steam Deck.
I think
pretty
Discord
well,
might have
too.
cut you out there.
Yeah.
I made sure this game ran through Steam Deck first before I asked him that question too.
Of course.
Yeah, because it runs about 60 frames per second on medium settings, so I wanted to make sure it was gonna work first before I offered him shit like that. I don't want to be like, oh man, we're gonna play, and then it doesn't work on Steam Deck.
Hey, I guess we also get to see who dies more.
Oh, probably
Tim.
Probably.
Who's reliable as a teammate? I'm saying more reliable because that's just totally fucking unnecessary.
See, no, the real question is who's got
played our way
more
out.
patience,
We know
more
our
caution, and
when it comes to horror games, I have more patience. Believe it or not, I have more patience because I have actually played and finished White Day. Tim didn't. Yeah, that's right. I'm using that as an example.
Executor.
Executor.
Yep.
This trailer's fun.
Well, that was a image. This world needs a hero. Call from director.
Oh no.
The arcade supercomputer.
Did that just have glasses on? Did that thing have
Yes,
sunglasses?
the little rodent thing. Yeah, it put sunglasses on as it plugged things in.
Hamster.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's fucking do this.
Another.
That's deft.
Ad break.
Yeah. Clean the lines game. Oh my god.
So it's kind of a puzzle. It's like you're a hacker or a counter hacker, and you beat the viruses and stuff by clearing puzzles.
Well, judging by Tim's reaction,
with a very retro aesthetic.
Very retro.
You who would love this is Jess. She would love a game like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
She plays a lot
That'd
of
be
games.
fun.
She plays a lot of games like this on her phone.
Oh shit! So there's a lot about Jess we really don't know.
Oh yeah, she's big in the mobile gaming because it's easier for her to just lay down. And she's
yeah. That's totally understandable.
And
get you fair
and our daughter uses her computer all the time because she's doing college work. So.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean, in reality, Jess actually does like a lot of puzzle-ish type games. So, what's my next one? Oh, Romeo is a Dead Man.
I saw that title, but I did not click on it.
How blunt? What did Romeo do?
So this is
fell in love with the wrong girl.
So this is the newest game from. This is the newest game from Pseudo 51, who makes all the really weird shit.
Oh.
So basically, you play as Romeo, and you're dead.
You don't say.
Well, that was fast.
Oh, game over then. Roll credits, guys. Roll credits.
Eventually, Juliet persuades him to elope with her.
GG, well played.
Romeo decides to leave town.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Sway him just a little too easily.
Or I suppose in this case, since it's not PvP, it would probably be GG, well made.
Yeah.
GG, well made. I'm sure.
We should standardize that. Single player, the GG for single player games.
Tearing him to pieces and leaving him to die. Using the hyper technology of genius scientist / Romeo's grandfather, Professor Benjamin, Romeo's life is saved. That's right. He becomes a dead man who lives. Romeo was reborn as Dead Man. Well, let's just start the game from here.
Yeah, it's a super ultra violent science fiction game. Here, I'll actually show you combat. There you go. Instead of like this.
What is your name?
Julia.
But yeah,
Oh my.
it's meant to be like a super violent hack and slash game.
You and I are the same.
Think about Lollipop Chainsaw with a lot less ass. I guess.
Wouldn't that be a downgrade? Never mind.
I mean, depending on who you are. That's.
Making me do it.
I don't usually let my gooner side out.
Yeah.
I don't really care in games for the most part.
Dead man.
I have to sign some documents.
Am I supposed to understand what you're talking about?
Okay.
Wild.
Look at the time.
Yeah. So next game is Demon Tides, which is another one that was on both of our lists. This is the same people that are making the new Bubsy game.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so like the first game was like the first game in the series for this was very much like a really 3D platformer and general 3D platformer. This is meant to be like more like Mario Sunshine, I guess, from my understanding.
Oh.
Wait, did you play the
Yeah, I
previous
saw-
one of this, Tim? I feel like
Yes,
this
yes,
looks
yeah.
familiar.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I
remember you
saw
playing
this. It was
that.
like, oh, Tim would love this.
Yeah. And like I said, they're taking the same engine they're building this in, and that's why they're making Bubsy.
Fair enough. Looks like it'll work.
Yeah, this game's been in development for a long ass time too.
It honestly kind of reminded me of like some of the Sonic platforming.
They're calling this their magnum opus because they've been working on these games for like 12 years, right? Between trying to get the first one off the ground and this one. So I'm very happy to see that they got it done and they got additional funding from Atari. So
Nice.
list. Oh, the Dark Rites of Arkham. No, is this the visual novel one you were talking about? Yeah, visual novel-esque one.
Yep.
All right.
The Dark Rites of Arkham. A blend of
Aha.
side-scrolling with visual novel. Well, that's what a way to go. Oh shit.
Right?
Poor soul.
Handless and headless, indeed. Rest in, well, pieces.
Rest in dead.
Rest in dead. I mean, that's how
It's got a nice 8-bit style to it. Feels like all your classic point-and-click adventures,
Right.
sort of.
Right. Indeed.
All right. Let's see. How's it going, Ryan's? And let's answer. The first game was Demon Turf. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Let's see how they manage this new IP. Yeah. Sign me up if you get a spare eugenics key. I mean, listen. I'll do my best, guys. At least that one I talk to directly through DMs. I can't promise.
If he gets extras, they might show up in giveaways.
You would hope.
Assuming he doesn't pass some our way.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's the thing is there's many levels to this. There's myself,
right,
and then there's my friends, and then there's the chat. So I kind of have to, do this all in levels. Okay. There you go. Okay, I got it. Card apply? Kajapali?
Cartopoli?
Yeah.
Cartopoli?
Full
So
Cartopoli? Yeah. I'd assume.
You fold the paper to move characters around in a roguelike.
Nice. That's a.
I thought it was pretty unique.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say
very
that's a
interesting
unique.
for puzzles. And obviously, as you continue going turn by turn, the paper gets more and more folded.
That's. Hey man, you always manage to find those ones that make me go, how did I miss that? All right. My next one.
It's the hey, that's interesting, but not in the bland interesting way. Like, no, that's actually really interesting. I'm impressed somebody thought of that.
Yeah, exactly. Next mod for me is High on Life 2.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I saw that and somebody would have it on their list.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Game
That
Pass.
is surprising, actually.
Game Pass in 11 days. I'm excited.
First one definitely had some hilarious moments.
Yeah, and it seems like they learned a lot from the first game.
Good. I hope so.
Well, if this cinematic cutscene is any indication, it seems to imply that there might be a lot more parkour involved.
Yeah.
Yep, because there wasn't exactly a lot of that in the original. I'll tell you that now.
No, but I did enjoy the different weapon characters because they were all pretty funny in their own way.
Right. Oh boy, did they have their essence of hilarity. Solitude, that's for sure.
That's why February and March are going to be so hard because there was so much shit coming out in such a short period of time. It's like, you know. Silver's like Resident Evil. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Neo 3 as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Oh come on. He's a horror fan. If he's not talking about that game, then he's got an issue.
Of course.
All right.
Yeah, me. Regardless of how different the newer Resident Evil games might be, I'm still a Resident Evil fan. That will never change.
Next one is Shield Chain Hall of Blood.
I also saw this and thought, hey, that doesn't look too bad.
What a title.
Nightmare Rich?
Yeah.
Good, he's paying attention.
Yeah. What kind of game is
making
it?
sure you're awake.
Well, this is a roguelike that I honestly, even though I did steal it back from you, I did find this because I thought that it would entice you.
Fair enough.
Because I thought, ooh, this looks kind of fun.
I always appreciate roguelikes that have, like, unique progression mechanics, right?
Yeah.
So...
And the fact that, like it says in the description, you can arrange the items into specific formations to create special effects through the seals and stuff with your different upgrades. I thought, okay, this looks like a game that me and Ray will end up spending a lot of time in.
It's not quite a factory per se, but the idea of being able to, like, adjust the builds and optimize them sounds...
Yeah.
Fun.
I have to say,
some of the things you see the characters doing there looks pretty wild, so...
Yeah.
I know.
I'm impressed.
And of course, you know, multiple characters to unlock, art looks good. Lots of items, clearly.
Yeah.
Hell, I would play this. I would most certainly play this. Alright, that looks cool as fuck. Good job, man. Good job.
Yay.
Yeah, good find.
Alright, Silver, your next one is... Barbie's Dreamhouse. God damn it, Silver. What?
As if.
That's weird. Where's that on his list? I didn't see that on his list.
Yeah, nice try, Tim.
Okay, how about Tales of Berseria Remastered?
There you go. Good lad. He got it, guys. He got it.
I was surprised to see this was getting a remaster. I saw it on your guys' list. I was like, oh, interesting. I still need to finish the first. I still need to finish the original.
Yeah, yeah, we go.
If I could make a confession, I'm not proud of this, but I did tell myself I would not play Tales of Arise until I beat Tales of Berseria. I still haven't beat Tales of Berseria, so I actually still have not played Tales of Arise, even though I bought
Wow!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got that game
Ray,
too.
you were looking so forward to that game, and you
I
never ended up...
I know, and that's the thing is like I didn't finish Zestiria, and I enjoyed Berseria more, so I really wanted to try and force myself to play Berseria, and so I'm still sitting here not having beaten either.
Wow! Alright, you guys gotta leave Ray alone for a bit. He needs to experience the rise, man. What the fuck?
Hey.
You have left him alone for like a week.
What the fuck do you mean, leave him alone? We never bother him. What are you fucking talking about, buddy?
You play games with him every
We
day.
never bother him.
Well, not every
That's
day,
because
not
he's
necessarily.
busy at the time when we ask. And if he's not, we
It's
don't
been a little
ask.
over a
We
week
don't bother him at all.
Okay.
if he's not busy.
Okay, Ray,
To be
Ray.
fair, Silver tells me nothing.
All right,
Yeah.
listen. I will say this to you as a friend, Ray. You need to play. You need to do what you need to do to get to a rise. I think
know.
you will like it so much. I mean, hell, it was my
I
game of
know.
the year
I-
a
you
couple
know-
years ago.
That'll be my New Year's resolution. I need to beat Berseria so I can get to Arise.
Okay. Just do
Even
not.
though technically you don't need to play Berseria to play Arise, as far as
Yeah,
I
but
know.
he's
No,
telling
it was
himself
more
that
of
he-
a more of a moral standpoint. Like I needed to not stop finishing Tales games so I could
Right.
actually get through
Yeah.
it.
All I'll say is do not
Understandable.
buy the expansion for Arise because it's a ripoff. But the actual
Okay.
base game is incredible.
Well, I bought the whole thing in a like really cheaper bundle, so I have everything
Oh.
regardless.
I've enjoyed what I've played of Berseria, so if you
Yeah.
will like Tales
played
games
that
or
too.
like your action RPGs and want something to play, Berseria is great. This looks like it'd probably just be a better way to enjoy it.
Yep. Next one is the Oily Depths.
This may surprise you. I saw this and was surprised it wasn't on Silver's list, and thought he would enjoy it.
So I have seen quite a few of these types of games where you have to get quota, and if you don't, you die on YouTube. And while yes, the horror aspects are intriguing, I'm just like, I don't know, man. The stress of having to meet this high-end ass.
I
quota
figure
as you're dead.
you'd enjoy it more if it was co-op,
really
but when these get
really
co-op,
my
they're not
cup of tea
they're not
these
scary anymore. So I feel like
It's
you know,
not that. It's the whole quota being like too unattainable. That's what kind of draws me away from it. Like, well, how the fuck are you supposed to get that kind of fucking quota? What the fuck? Like, there's this game I actually watched. I think it was Ryan played, not today actually, or yesterday, time zone, whatever. And the quota was $480,000, and I was like, excuse me, that's unattainable.
but this did look pretty polished for one of those games, so
Yeah, it
figured
does
it
look pretty polished.
was worth being on the list.
All right, my next game is Love Eternal.
T for team.
You
How
must
about
know a lot about that, Tim. You're married, right?
Yeah, how about a psychological horror platformer, Silver?
Oh yes, I did actually. I did actually look at this one. You know, me and
It's
platformers
part
don't get along,
psychological
despite
horror
me
game, and then when it gets to like inside your mind and inside of everything, it turns.
I've seen
into
that publisher. What else did they make? They have one of their games.
Where the fuck did they go?
And it's a difficult platforming game as well.
Yay!
Oh, that is the publisher of Valhalla. No wonder. It's like, wait, I know that publisher.
Well.
So yeah, it's one part brutal platformer, one part psychological horror game.
Well, I think you can trust them. They've got a pretty good track record so far.
And I love myself a brutal platforming game.
Oh yeah, of course. Celeste was one of them, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the pinnacle. Celeste is certainly the pinnacle.
Don't you mean the peak?
Yeah, I would say. I'm coming down from the summit. I think I still got to play Constance, which I have installed, which is very much in the same vein as Celeste. All right. Next one is a game that I've been approved for copies for, and you guys will be happy about it, which is Yap Yap.
Which again, I think was on both Silver and Tim's list.
No, it wasn't on mine.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this
no.
is a five.
Was it Murmish's then?
So this is a 5-player game where you all play as wizards, and you literally have to say your spells out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing because you know me, I love my fucking role playing, and if I could actually pronounce the spell names
Fireball.
in D&D, I would.
Fireball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Firebolt.
Fireball.
And you don't have to steal
Fireball.
stuff. You just gotta cause mischief.
Yeah. It's like, hey guys, blackout. Ah, I can't see. You dick. I can't fucking see. Darkness. Like, hey, Ray, protect the darkness.
Fireball.
Guys, we must protect the darkness.
They just killed themselves.
That's wild.
God.
Why are there fish everywhere?
Yeah. Okay, I really should have taken
Point
a
of the
second
game is
look at
just
this.
to copy him.
Because I saw the name, but it didn't draw my attention. I should have.
It comes out tomorrow.
Oof.
That looks hilarious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yap Yap. Oh my god, Yap Yap. What a deceptive name.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you talk a lot, but I'm like, what's that got to do with spellcasting?
All right.
I wonder
now-
if there's
What's
so if it's voice recognition, then I
Potato.
wonder if there's Easter eggs for something like saying yap yap does something. Maybe that's your
Probably.
first. Maybe that's your first spell.
or by uttering D&D spell names.
All right, so
Nah.
we've reached Neo 3, which is Silver's
Future versus
number
time.
3 game.
Number 3.
Definitely on Tim's list as well, but
Need
he's more than happy
I played
to
the
let Silver talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I played about, what,
I'm letting him
40
go with the
odd
bigger
hours?
games, and I'm going with the lower games.
I played about 40 odd hours of the second game. About 45-ish. I really should have tried to finish it now. It does run on the Steam Deck though, thankfully, so if I have the time to burn into a Souls-like, then maybe I would reinstall it and give it another go. Because I have some pretty damn decent loot, and I've got the cannon. So really nice
Why
weapon.
am I getting sucked into Souls likes this year?
Then stop, you know, being interested in Souls-like.
I
Change your tune.
no, like Code Vein, right? Code Vein is supposed to be difficult, but I have had no difficulty with it. That's the weird part. Like the game's actually been quite easy to me so far.
Yeah, that's why we said Code Vein was pretty much one of the most approachable Souls-likes we've ever played. I mean, it was.
And
I
As
Neo's
far
the-
as they go, yeah.
Neo's difficult,
Yeah.
but it's fair difficult. It's not like
Play Neo 2. We'll see about fair.
I've only played the original.
It's not.
actually.
2 is somewhat fair, but then you have you know, enemies that like to attack you from a distance all the fucking time.
Cadence.
Anyway, yeah.
So a
Oh
music
yes, I
puzzle
get you,
game
Silver. I'm sorry, I'm listening.
with
No, it's
programming.
nice.
And there's a cat at the end, so it's obviously worth solving.
You're waking up a cat with good music, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So obviously, puzzle game gets really complicated, but it also has a level creator that basically lets you create your own music with it,
Wow, that's good.
which will be
That's great.
really cool. So if you're a creative puzzler, you will absolutely spend plenty of time on this. Made by one guy, I'm pretty sure.
You get to pet the cat, so that's all that matters. All right, now we're going to talk about the stealth game I was talking about, which is Styx Blades of Greed.
That
Hey, roaches.
was that not on Silver's list?
Meet Styx, blades of
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
Surprised. I thought that would have been on Silver's list. Okay, never mind then.
shiny.
Yeah, I was going to say
Oh, Sticks? No,
Okay,
it
so
didn't
that's
appeal to me.
that is
I don't like
that is what
goblins.
I thought it was. I thought that's what you were talking about, but I could have sworn it was on Silver's list. Guess
I
not.
don't like goblins. I have the original Styx game. but I've never been interested.
I hate goblins.
I have all
I
of them.
hate goblins.
Did somebody say goblins?
Yeah, me, I'm an elf. Fuck what I care about.
Bob Goblin.
Burn them all. Besides, I watched Goblin Hunter. What was it? Goblin Slayer? Sorry, Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer.
So, yeah, I
Yeah,
watched
so-
Goblin Slayer, so yeah.
Did somebody say goblins?
Did somebody say goblins? Where? Give me the sword. I'll deal with them.
But honestly,
This is such
I
off topic, but I love Goblin Slayer Bridge. It's so funny.
I should watch that.
But yes, I actually enjoy Styx as a franchise. I enjoy like the old school stealth, type gameplay.
I'd say try Thief Deadly Shadows or Thief 2 if you like old school.
Then try
Hell yeah.
then try Styx. we'll switch.
Yeah.
We'll try both.
To be fair, Silver, if you like those, you probably like Sticks as well.
Of Orcs
Yeah,
and Men, yes, I've heard
definitely
that
heard
one data.
I've also heard the witty comments he comes out with if you keep failing missions.
Yeah.
He insults you. He fucking insults you how bad you are. Like,
Yeah.
damn, brutal.
Yeah.
But fair.
Pretty sure I've
also
seen clips of that
brutal.
too.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit, Sticks don't give a fuck. He's like, oh, I hurt your feelings, but fuck off and try again. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I like that.
It truly is passive aggressive.
So the
Right.
next
Which
one
also
is
very-
Selene.
Also not so passive. Selene. What a name. Yeah,
It's another
wouldn't know how to
VR
pronounce that
game.
either. Selene, how the hell you?
No, it's more of like a side-scrolling Metroidvania game.
Yeah.
Kinda has like a style of oh, what's that game
Yeah,
Inside?
I know what you're talking. Yeah, Inside definitely.
that-
Inside
I-
and
Yeah, I couldn't
the
remember
other
the
game.
name of the game that it was
Little
similar,
Nightmares, sorta?
that this looked really similar to, but I thought that this just looks so so similar to that
Nightmares.
game that it would, and it looks good.
Yeah.
definitely
Got
Inside,
polish.
but there was also another one that had like a very dark and dreary
What?
vibe.
What? Inside?
Yeah.
Not just that one. It has that vibe as well, but there's another that was made by I think the same developer. They
What
made
is
two
it?
of these
Yeah,
really dark
Inside
dystopian
and
worlds.
what was the other one?
Crap.
I can't remember it either.
Shit.
Okay, I'm gonna work on the fly. Inside.
I've heard of that name, Data Neox, but I don't remember much about of Orcs and Men. But I do
Limbo?
remember.
Yeah, Limbo.
That's it. Thank you, Limbo. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
I just
Oh.
looked up Inside and was like, "What's similar? Come on, tell me, Steam. You
Yeah,
have
the,
it."
the creator of Limbo, it's labeled as, which is funny. All right.
Yeah, same, but all same developer actually. So
Hmm.
from Playdead, or well, Selene isn't apparently, but
All right.
Hey, either way.
Silver's next one is another game I'm looking very much forward to. Is Crisol. Theaters of Idols.
Yeah, I think we saw this game be teased at a game event like last year, halfway through last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crisol. But you
Yeah,
use the usual
Summer
blood as
Game
the
Fest,
ammunition.
yes.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's where we saw
Hmm.
the preview of it. Yeah.
that gun looks kind of familiar. Yeah.
What an interesting and dangerous mechanic.
Remember, you guys,
You
you
use
have,
your own life
eventually
force as
at some point you
ammunition.
have to tell me your game of the month.
Open your eyes, mi amor.
Oh, sorry, mine was Rogue Factory.
Okay, that's fine.
No es momento de hacer
I already know what
castillos en el
Silver's
aire.
is. It's the next one.
Do I think Rogue Factory will win? Maybe not, but it deserves to. I think.
Don't worry, I'm not going for anything big myself. I'm going for the one I feel has the
Every
most passion.
secret you've hidden, every drop of
Oh,
blood
if you mean which game for the pick of the month, I'm actually picking this, Crisol.
Oh, you are? Wow.
This is
okay.
my pick of the month.
All
Yeah.
right.
We're going fair this month. Because Silver could have knocked it out of the park by
Silver.
picking Resident Evil 2.
Spoilers.
No, like 2? Resident Evil 2? Not wrong game. I didn't even say the right one. All right.
Wow, is it getting another remaster?
Yeah, it's getting a
remaster.
Yes.
Master.
Okay, so this is the hold on.
I get the reference.
This is actually
Yeah, I'm
the
intrigued to see
game that
how
was on
this
both
takes
of our
place.
lists, Ray, which is Astro
Oh.
Botanical.
Ah, Astro Botanica. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was on both of ours. So this is why I was like, oh man, you added my when I was on my list.
So this is a solo survival game where you're like an alien crashed on prehistoric Earth. I saw somebody playing a demo of this, and looked funny and fun and kind of Subnautica-y, but more survival-y.
Wrong.
You have to like run into the Neanderthals and try and communicate with them and heal them of their illnesses, so they'll trade you stuff. Puzzle solving. All sorts of great stuff.
All right. So now we're going to show off my pick of the month,
millions of cold, dead
which is probably going to shoot me in the foot.
I see it in my
dreams. Yeah, go.
I'll find it someday.
Which is
It's about hopes and dreams.
Emberbane.
Mmm.
So, you're basically an elemental warrior.
Ooh. Your hair color and outfit changes based on what element you're using.
Yep. Good way to tell,
That's
right?
a nice little visual touch.
Yeah, and it looks like your entire moveset changes depending on which element. Like the weapons and the attacks you use.
Yeah, the movement looks incredible.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
None of it matters.
Plus the switching seems to like give you a little extra boost and then resets your jump so that you can interact with tons of stuff. That's gonna... Oh man, the platforming potential for that is gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
It fed something inside me. I can't change the past. Neither can you. No one can.
Ophelia, my heir.
So that's how, if I don't have a pick of the month, that's how I'm going to go for it from now on. Just pick the one I feel has the most passion involved.
Yeah, fair.
Carry my justice. Let thy flame give light, where mine can no longer reach.
I mean, I guess that's kind of how I see it, right? It's like, this is my pick of the month is the pick of the game I'm basically most looking forward to and most want to see successful.
Rise with me.
Oh, I would play the fuck out of this anyway. So
this
right.
It's like
I
you're
forgot to mention that Yap Yap is my pick of the month.
Oh, he's cheating.
Fair.
He knows he's gonna win then. All right, cool.
He's going for the party game.
Yeah, it was
Look,
like
it's the game I want to play the most. So.
It's fair.
That's fair.
We're just busting your chops. It's fine. I just know you're. I'm just pretty damn sure you're gonna win.
To be fair, we thought Silver would win last time, and Code Vein didn't turn out
Yeah.
as great as we thought it was. There's always a chance.
All right.
I'm just hoping that Crisol is good. It doesn't matter if it's amazing or anything. Good.
Right?
The only pause
Or
I
at least
have is
decent.
that everything that Blumhouse has put out so far has either been mediocre or bad.
Hey, look, it's a game for Mermitch.
Yeah.
Hey, what does that imply?
Well, this is the game that I found and decided to put it on here just because then maybe you guys can just know how scared I am of spiders.
I will never fear
You're
spiders.
roboting it, by the way.
Everyone's roboting at this point.
That's not good.
Oh.
It's
That's
not too bad.
Right.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It was.
But yeah,
it
was
was
gonna
pretty
say-
bad for me.
roulette.
As dangerous as some spider breeds can be, I'm not scared of fucking spiders. I love tarantulas, actually. I would love to have a tarantula as a pet, but my mother said fuck off. My mother hates spiders, so she won't.
I don't know. To be fair, if they get to a certain size, I feel like you should not have the spiders.
All right, so everybody out there, I know I'm spoiling this, but I don't think anybody was surprised that Resident Evil Requiem is Silver's final game for
And
out of
pick
his
of the
10.
month.
Yeah. It's
No,
not
no,
as,
no, no.
it's
That's not
not
my
as
pick of the month.
Oh,
I
right,
told
that's not
you,
his pick of the
Crisol.
month. Sorry, yeah, you're
Crisol
right.
is my pick of the month.
That's
Theatre
what
of
Tim
Idols.
thought his pick of the month was going to be.
Yes.
No, no. Why would I do that?
To win.
I mean, yes,
I
I know.
don't know.
To
A few
win.
months I have picked certain bigger games. But no, I've had shit luck.
I guess you're not looking forward
half a
to
year,
Resident Evil Requiem the
so,
most.
Of course I'm looking forward to it. But I didn't want to fucking just put it as the freaking, pick of the month, because that's just bullshit and unfair.
And it's called, and you know why I want to play it,
Indie
Silver?
games can't compete with games of this caliber. We all know this.
No,
So I'm
pick
like,
it then. Pick it then. I want to see me beat it anyway.
No, I'm picking Crisol.
I was gonna say, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
but
picking Crisol.
I'm excited for this game because I get to play as Leon.
Help!
Yeah.
Everybody likes Leon.
And plus, honestly, Silver, it's the perfect Resident Evil game for you and for me. It has the old school vibes where you play as Grace. It has the part where you play as Leon. So yeah, it's got both.
I wonder how they're gonna do the Resident Evil Playbridge. That's risky.
I don't know. I feel like that's more safe than doing one or the other.
Through you.
Because then you have moments where somebody could
That's
enjoy
why
that,
5 and 6
and moments
didn't
the
do
other
so
can.
well. That's
Yeah,
true.
and I was gonna say
It's a shame they didn't do another co-op since 6 then. It's a shame.
Village was very much an action game, so it's nice to see him do a balance.
Yes. Yeah, it is nice to see them try to balance it out to the best of their ability. We shall see. We shall see how it goes.
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under.
But the one Resident Evil game I really want to play through and finish is Code 1. Because that one's
Now, mind you, I remember Silver has not even played Village.
Yep, or 7. Well, I did play a bit.
I was gonna
7,
say,
but I have not
did you play 7? Yeah, you didn't finish 7.
A little bit. I played about an hour or two of 7, but I have both of them on Steam.
I'm so disappointed.
And they're entirely because it was on sale, and I was like, yeah, why not? I just don't own the 4th remake of
Just
Resident
so
Evil
disappointed.
PC. What?
I'm so disappointed in you.
Why?
You are the Resident Evil guy. How can you be the Resident Evil guy and not play them?
I know.
I played them.
Limitations. I know. But you.
All right, Tim. Here's another one I saw and thought of you.
Oh, never mind.
It's fine, Silver.
Let's not bicker about this.
I'm not gonna bicker.
Plastic.
Classic. Yep.
Well, I'm not going to bicker. There you go.
So it's another card game.
Oh no.
Oh no! You know what this reminds me of?
I can think of a few things.
Inscriptions for one.
Yeah.
Who was it that brought up? Come on, I know the fuckers here. Who was the one that brought up they wanted more games like Inscription? I know somebody brought this up like 2 weeks ago.
Was that Let's Maybe? No. Who did say that?
Who said that? Was it Rafonso? Was it Roy? Who was the one that said they wanted more games
It
like
was one of you.
Inscription?
It was one of you.
This one doesn't look as dark necessarily, but you never know.
But it's similar.
Plastic deck.
Who wanted it? Fess up.
That's awesome, though. That's a good one.
All right.
Well, a story-driven adventure, multiple choice, lots of dialogue, card battles,
All right.
and peculiar characters.
You get another follow, Ray. You're killing it this month. All right. And I think the last one for me is...
Rafonso will take the fall, whether he was the one who said it or not.
Okay. Disciples Domination. Which I'm...
Disciples.
Yeah, I love turn-based combat, like straight-based strategy RPG games. And this is the first one I've seen in a while that looks of the vein of, like, something I've been missing. Because there's very rarely these types of games out there. It's not an XCOM type game, but A full-on RPG
Yes.
with that strategy RPG vibe to it.
Yeah, because I have the original 3 Disciples game. At least I have Disciples and Disciples 2 and their expansions. Yeah, I know exactly what you're referring to. Yeah, if this is the game that I'm thinking of, yeah, it's Hex Grid, yeah. Yeah, I know about this game franchise. Not bad. Not bad. A bit rough around the edges, but not bad. I think they have like a lot of like fantasy elements, but I guess the original strategy games.
I mean, this is the first one in a while, though, right? I was gonna say Disciples.
Yeah.
I have another one in
there's
the
a 4.
franchise. I think I have one of them. But I saw this and I was like,
Disciples 3 came out like 2012, so far back.
yeah.
I can't remember if that was exact year, but it's been a long time since there had been an actual mainline Disciples game.
Yeah,
Been a long time.
I love me some old school strategy RPG. I want more games like subscription, but I don't remember if I said that. It's fine. Somebody did, but I was like, you very rarely find games that are that like,
Similar
yeah,
or unique.
similar or batch shit, I guess if you want to call it. But yeah, that is it. That is our top 10. We've actually made the podcast reasonably lengthy, without going overboard. So,
Woo!
so next month we'll be starting earlier, no matter what day we do it, so we can actually do a game afterwards. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to play the game. We're going to play the game probably. What would be a good day this week for you guys to do it? Especially Mermitch, because I know you have a schedule. So what day would be good for you to play it?
Well, after, let's see. I work, so that would be about, I want to say about after 6 your time, Tim, most days, with Mondays like evenings
Being the
like
time the freest, right?
most days it's going to be after 6 for you.
All right, so we'll do that. We'll do that Wednesday night because I got that, and I'm also gonna play Karen.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna hold off doing Code Vein 2.
Not
Karen.
not Wednesday.
Karen.
Wednesday won't work.
Wednesday doesn't work.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because you
Nope.
got study.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Thursday night?
Gotcha.
Thursday night?
work.
Okay, we'll do Thursday then. All right, but tomorrow night, after I get home from watching Iron Lung, I'm gonna get these guys in VC, and we're gonna go through the rest of the list and get it up on Patreon as well. So if you're not a member of the Patreon already, please go over there. And the first one's gonna be free, so you'll see how we're gonna make it like an expanded thing where we can talk more about the game, not have to be in a rush, and we can actually explain why we have the game on there, especially on the smaller titles that we find. And it gives this guys a little more time to just look. I don't like usually they wait until a day or two before to do their list. And I know I'm a fucking maniac and spend like 3 hours one day doing it. But like it gives us more time to be like, all right, this is my 10. Anything I find after that, that can go on to the list after. So that's kind of the way we're rocking with it. So, with that being said, we're gonna end this right here beautifully, at least for the YouTube edition, so we can keep it short and sweet. Yeah, but if you're watching this on YouTube, come with us on Twitch next time. We need some big talkers. We need some big mouth motherfucker. I'm about to kick Silver out of the podcast just so he can chat the whole time and be in in the chat instead. But no,
Excuse me?
come on by next time and watch it live. Actually talk with us, tell us what you think, what games you're interested in. Because that's what we like to do here. We like to talk about games and about things that make us excited. And that's what gaming should all be about. Being excited, finding new things to try, and just looking forward to stuff. Even if your hype is just a little bit. I try not to let my hype get too big anymore for anything, but like sometimes you just get excited for something, right? But with that being said, guys, unless you got something else to say, I think we'll end it there, and Silver can say the thing, and you guys can say goodbye too.
All right. Yeah, have a good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Schlong out.
Perfect. Okay, that's enough time. I just need like 4 or 5 seconds to do it. Okay. Well, somebody just died. Somebody just hacked up like a camel. All right.
I was holding that in for so long.
All right.
Yeah, sorry to him.
So if you want to be entered in the giveaway, I know you guys have been quiet tonight, but remember, it's on a timer. So if you want to be entered in the giveaway, you better be speaking up now. What was the best game that you saw from what we showed today? Let us know so you can be entered in the giveaway because we're going to draw that giveaway in like, I don't know, 30